for not found. What the hell? Good job. Good job, Tabletop Sim. Good job. Hippo, make me black.
You gotta be black.
They fucked up. They did
Ecoplasty engaged.
Holy shit, Tabletop Sim's downloading his little heart out. It's like, oh god, what are you doing? So, who wants to do the recap? Come on, guys. Where's the enthusiasm?
The recap. Well, last week, what did we do? We got a new mission. We are actually trying to get a. We were hit up about getting a magical item from not one but two places. First one was a new person to do business with us. They hit us up, say, "Hey, would you please get this for us? Get it fast, and make sure that we're the only person that to deliver to." However, we are willing to let you bid it out if you feel you need to bid it out, because we understand you have a relationship with the church. We then go to the church and have a brand new spanking asshole preacher guy saying, "Hey, I need you to get this and just get it because you're dicks and that's what you do." To which we say, how much?
For
And he
God's
says,
sake, please, motherfucker.
and then he says, not enough. And then we say, okay, well, we're just going to do it for this other guy. So then we go and get it. Amongst our travails to get this magical item, we come to a basically the kingdom of a magical orc mage lord, which is never good, but that's what we did. We got there, did some rooting around, found some stuff, and then at the end of our session, we managed to end up in each other's bodies.
Oh, there's a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
Sound very homoerotic, by the way.
It's only homo if you didn't like it. Otherwise, it's just erotic.
It's only homo if you push back on.
It's only gay balls touch.
Alrighty then.
Yep. No,
Just
I
waiting for
got
Levels
that.
Optimum to finish loading, because, yeah.
And I will
Formatted by
take
machines,
my
none of the
bonus
table's, like, shitting
XP.
itself.
Take my bonus
Why is your
XP
table
as
always
extra
crap?
levels.
Because I live in Africa, and it's trying to download the background for this stupid place.
I can change the background.
What do
if
you
want.
mean?
Please don't change it again, it's almost done downloading.
It's been the same the entire time.
Yeah, but he's got to load it every time.
It does not cache.
Those giant
does.
JPEG files.
How can you cache?
Those giant JPEG files,
Those
man.
giant 500 kilobit JPEG files that your internet's like, no.
Them sweet
I
glossy
think it might-
JPEGs.
I think it might cache, but Griff, formatted the machine. Remember? So
Bunch of
if
scrubs.
that was cached, it obviously isn't anymore.
It's almost done. Okay, so, as our resident, geez, what are you now? You're not even a gnome anymore. Barbarian?
I got swapped over to. So I went from a
Hi,
gnome to
buddy.
a dwarf.
You're human now.
Oh, gnome to human. I always think of you as a dwarf, mainly because I always think of you as short.
Okay.
Okay then. Alrighty, so you gentlemen find yourself standing inside this circular stone room. A door on either end, the one you've just come through. The white stone surface illuminated with a very soft glow that you've come to associate with this underground chambers and hallways that you guys have been moving through up until this point. And you are all currently experiencing a bit of anxiety as you appear to have swapped bodies with some of your comrades. Some of you for the better, despite possible hygiene issues and little critters that live on your person, and others of you becoming magnificent beardless or bearded specimens respectively.
Where's my beard? Ah! I'm just like smacking my face trying to find it. Like, where is it?
So, are you recording?
Are you talking about
I'm
what's
just gonna let you do it.
Or
Because OBS is a pain in my dick. I'm just not worried about it anymore.
So,
What have you done, Elf? What have you done?
You're talking about what's
Pretty sure it's probably your fault letting out some fucking ancient demon again.
What are you talking about? You're the one who went opened the door.
This is so
I
weird.
wish to
hold
complete
up.
the opening of the door that I started last time.
alright. As
This
you
is
head
so
over to the
weird.
door, you're struck with a bit of vertigo and you stumble forward a step. I would like for you guys to all make a perception roll for me.
Do I have to use the elf perception?
I am somewhat perceptive.
You may.
Elf, what's your perception?
+3, but you rolled a 20
I'll
anyway.
get natural 20. Yes.
um,
What do my inferior elf eyes see?
Superior elf eyes.
your inferior elf eyes notice that while you guys have been looking around, your barbarian firing a couple of eldritch blasts into one of the walls, this room has suddenly been altering itself, and from this initial circular stone room, it has slowly been elongating and becoming more of a bubble-like structure. The floor itself actually caving in a little bit and becoming smooth and rounded. And you can actually see the door through which you guys have exited has now completely disappeared in the period you guys have spent chatting to each other. And the walls themselves taking on an almost glittery, almost like a soap bubble. It reflects the light oddly. And
This room is
as
magic.
you look down, you notice that the shining ripples, almost like sunlight hitting soap bubbles, make words floating in the floor. Who amongst you can read Orcish?
I can.
I can.
Mackleby can.
Both of you guys notice something odd. The words kind of like link with each other, and then the letters scatter away, and then reform, and then fly up onto the walls, then to the ceiling, and then down to the floor. It's very subtle, almost like light ripples, but if you look carefully, you do see the letters intertwined in this strange occurrence. And those of you who can read Orcish see a sentence spelt out over and over. Only the unreal is real.
This is a place of madness.
The effect is quite pretty. I
wouldn't
mean,
say that.
the lights shimmering on the floor and the ceiling and so on.
So
Hey.
the door that I attempted to open that caused this whole clusterfuck, is that still there?
It's there. There's no handle. It's just a smooth
I'm gonna take
wooden
out
door.
Dress. What weapon do you have?
An axe.
I'm a fucking hack at it.
Alrighty. So as you grab your axe and hew at the door, a sudden burst of rainbow-like color blasts out from it, knocking you back from the door.
Oh my god, it's trying to make you gay.
3 points of fire damage, 2 points of acid damage, 1 point of cold damage, and you are struck blind.
Oh, good.
Elf, be careful with that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That door's got some serious mojo.
Whose health
going
am
on.
I using?
Your comrades?
Dress, how much health you have?
58. How
So,
much health do you have? You better just tell me quickly. as well.
51.
so the
I'm
door
standing right
appears
by the
to
door,
not make
considering I'm now. Did we swap places when this happened, or are we
No.
all still where we were before this happened?
You're still where you were before it happened.
I'm
Did you
going
know
to
that
walk,
you
I want to
could,
walk up to the door and pretend there's a handle on it and see if I can open it.
Nothing.
Nothing. Curse this
I'm
magic.
now rolling around on the floor because I can't see.
Your
I
comrade
will-
appears to be touching his face.
I can't
hey.
find my eyes. This beard. Ah!
What's going on there?
Voice.
This is how you sound when Mackleby is in your body.
I have no idea what the hell's going on here! God damn it!
I don't know which is more disturbing.
Hey, Kovar guy. What's wrong with your face?
Elf, you better
Beard.
not damage the merchandise.
Beard in my eyes.
Musafar. Druvar. I will have to call you Druvar. That is the only thing that made sense to me.
That's racist.
Druvar, what is wrong with your face?
Whilst I'm rolling around in pain. Racist.
It's only racist if you don't agree.
Hey,
Mackleby will
do
go
you have
over
any
and see if
alcohol
you-
in your pack?
Does anyone know how to, like,
Yep.
maybe, I don't know, see if they can sense what kind
I
of
had,
magic
like,
is on the door?
West made specially like full of
I
flasks.
can.
Yeah, I start being in Burke's body and having the urge to drink. I start drinking.
I will do a.
Hey,
Hmm.
Pepe Clark, give me one of my flasks.
Yeah, okay, bro. Give me one of his flasks.
Oh lord.
I'll see if I can intuit how to detect what the door is using detect, inspect, whatever I can do here.
You're a wizard, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you want to do the detect magic ritual.
Yes.
All right. You finish doing the ritual after a couple of minutes. All around you, you are covered, almost smothered in an aura of illusionary magic.
Hey guys, apparently we are surrounded by magic.
What a surprise!
It
I
is
would never have
illusionary
known
magic.
myself.
So everything is not what it seems.
Do you
Or-
have any maybe negate magic spells?
I don't know.
Nope.
Elros, what could you use to do?
In this situation where the spell is already cast, nothing really. I don't have any spells.
I use my mage hand to smack him in the face.
Alrighty.
Okay, that
You
seems
feel,
to
like,
work,
you feel a mage hand that's still eerily small, like a child's, caress you before slapping you.
And when it's I don't know if you guys ever knew this about Macabee's mage hand, but when it smacks you, it glitters like sparkles, almost as if it throws off glitter and sparkles and goes shamon.
No, Lord.
It doesn't go shamon.
Shamona! Smack.
Macabee's mage hand.
So let's go through this quickly. The riddle is whatever is imaginary is real because orcs are silly ponces. Okay.
Only the unreal is real.
That's exactly what I said.
I don't even know what that means.
Maybe if I stop thinking about it, it all goes away. Look at him like really concentrating not to think about anything, and he fall over.
Is that what my voice sounds like?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's weird right now.
Colvar, you find your eyesight slowly returning.
Oh god, I can still see this beard.
Maybe if we think really hard about the door not being there, it'll just disappear.
So, we're entrapped in a soap bubble kind of thing, and what do we see outside of it? Like, is it transparent
Nothing.
or is it?
It's opaque.
Oh, it's opaque.
Mhm.
So is it solid though? It's solid, probably.
Mhm.
I can't force my hand through it or anything. It just hits it.
You just touch smooth, what feels like stone walls when you surface.
Mm.
Hmm.
So the room is a giant stone room.
Seems.
Has anyone here got really good? Have I got better senses because I'm an elf? Probably not, because they're an inferior race. But
You'd have to ask your companion.
elf, do you foolishly think your senses are better than everyone else's?
You say foolishly when I think the word you're looking for is factually, because they are, and yes.
Well, I want to see. I don't know how illusion magic works. I'm assuming maybe because I'm not a mage, that it's more to do with sight. So I'm gonna close my eyes and start
Well-
feeling around. Do I find like a door somewhere else hidden?
Make a perception check.
I
for me.
would like to walk over to where the old door was that's apparently disappeared and start feeling around.
19.
Alright. You stumble around quite adroitly, feeling for something, but you don't stumble across anything. It all appears just like it seems. Hippo, same to you. The location of the old door does indeed feel like a stone wall.
I'm a hack at that as well then.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna hack
Alright.
at everything.
Okay, sure.
I'm really channeling this terrible dwarf.
Make a constitution saving throw for me, please.
What's your constitution saving throws?
Out of
+6.
character. We all have access to each other's character sheets. I am currently having mine
Yeah,
and
but that
Letty's
means I
up.
have to open it. +6.
Yeah,
you're saying?
I agree with Hippo there.
Plus
Uh,
6.
Liza-
15 then.
16. You're suddenly doused by some kind of green spray as soon as your axe contacts the wall. And for a moment it feels like you're going to get torn away from this place, but you end up just kind of like flickering in place like a blink. And a moment later, you find yourself standing 3 feet to the left of where you just swung the axe from.
For the sake of science, I'm gonna do that again.
Did you just teleport?
I think so, yeah. I'm gonna go back to where I smacked the bitch and smack the bitch wall again.
All right.
Smack that bitch up.
As your axe contacts the wall, once more the rainbow of light flares out from the point of impact, dealing 5 points of acid damage and 5 points of lightning damage to you.
So help me, Elf. If you do that again, I'm gonna hit the wall myself. Be careful with my beautiful dwarven body.
I mean, you did just see me like fucking flicker and then teleport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone else. Maybe Elros Ubermensch should hit the wall over there.
Okay. Actually, no.
All right.
I don't. Can I attempt to leap through and like non-existent holes? It's just like basically elbow bash it. See if I just go through it.
Are you like leaping at the wall or what?
Kind of like sideways, like kind of like
Shoulder
elbow
barge.
bashing a door. Shoulder barging.
Are you shoulder barging just like a wall inside here?
No, where I think the door is, or where
The door
Shoulder
was.
yeah.
All right. You charge the wall shoulder first and bounce off of it, taking a single point of bludgeoning damage and nearly dislocating your shoulder. It does not appear to be a door there.
Oh, fuck this! I come like flying, and then I jumped and I kicked the fucking thing, try to get through.
Alrighty. Light flares from the door. Again, in this rainbow pattern, like a color spray out from the door. You find your sight from getting taken from you, and you take 2 points of cold damage.
Ow!
You lie on the ground, cold, shivering, and unable to see a damn thing.
So it's like a bubble. Can I like try and walk up floors? Like walk up the ceiling? Because it's like
I
a
mean,
bubble.
you could try. I mean, eventually
fucking
gravity's
try.
gonna call you a bitch and you're gonna drop back down, but you can certainly try and do so.
I'm gonna try
Remember,
it.
if you
Just
don't
made
believe
fun
in
of it.
Just
gravity,
believe
you
that
won't
you
fall.
can fly.
If you don't
Run-
believe in gravity, you won't fall.
You manage to run up the wall a few feet, slip backwards, and then fall onto your back, hitting your head and taking 2 points of damage.
I think we have to
Doesn't
just
work
accept
either.
we're gonna die in here.
Oh,
Die as a
that's a
filthy
shame.
elf. I died as I never wanted to live, like an elf.
Only the unreal is real. What do you guys know?
I don't
Nothing.
really know much, you know.
Nothing, because we are not very smart.
Only the unreal is real. Then why are we trying to actually do anything? I mean, wouldn't this mean we would have to kind of try to do it with unreal things?
Somebody make an Arcana check for me, or a common sense check for me.
Kind of check.
I don't have common sense on my skill sheet.
So I still use my own mental stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
15 plus 7 is.
What skills?
I walk
22.
over to
We have the
Mackelberg.
skills from the other class, or
Mm-hmm.
I walk over to Mackelberg and smack him because that's what Mackelby would do, and then take the giant magic book.
you know,
All right.
I only have like 12.
You can't get the book open, Trash.
So that would,
Well, it's my book now. You got my
Mhm.
body, so I got your book. Oh, you don't have my body. Damn it.
Hmm. That is
So from your intelligence checks, Arcana checks, you guys know that illusory magic can be used for a variety of purposes. Create sounds, can create sensations, create visual artifacts, can create images, it can create moving images. It even can create things that you think are real until they're interacted with. But for all that, illusion magic is easily dispelled because it's not anything tangible that is created. And the room around you radiates a very strong illusionary magic.
Hey, Mackelberg,
Yep.
try shooting the wall.
Okie dokie. Do I roll or?
Yeah.
You fire a lance of eldritch energy at the wall, and once more a burst of rainbow-like color comes streaming from it, aiming straight at you. You take 5 points of fire damage and 2 points of
Ow!
lightning damage.
So
I
what kind,
tried to dodge that fucking thing and fucking aim for me. What the fuck?
what kind of room was the room we were before in? Just like a cylinder, like a round cylinder.
Like a passageway, like a stone passageway leading to this.
But what shape was it?
Squarish?
Okay. So if I try and hit like where I think a corner is, no, not hit, but just like prod with, I don't know, Burke's axe, what happens? Do I still hit the bubble part?
Everything is bubble. This isn't like a separate room or a separate bubble encasing you. The bubble is the room.
Okay, well, it's just different shape.
I'm just gonna sit down, close my eyes, and just start picturing myself back in my body. I'm gonna fight this magic with my mind.
Nothing appears to happen at the
I
moment.
think harder.
I think I can. I think I can.
That's pretty much what I'm doing.
I'm looking at that dwarf like squatting, like sitting down, like he's in a trance, and he's like really the veins are bulging in his forehead, like in his head. It's like, what the hell is going on there?
So,
Can't. So we know. Okay, guys. So we know if we shoot it, it shoots us back. If we try to smack it, it smacks us back. How about if we just walk up and push on it? And Mackleby walks over to the edge of the wall and just pushes on the wall.
the wall is firm and unyielding.
Hmm.
There's still a locked door in front of you guys.
Anybody know how to unlock a door?
As far as
Well,
you can see,
when it's
there's no
got no
keyhole or
keyhole.
handle.
That would be.
It's effectively just a wall. That looks different.
Mackleby will sit there and concentrate on the door, envisioning that there is a lock there.
You envision it really hard. But nothing appears to happen. You probably need to use something a bit more tangible than just willpower to effect what you're trying to do.
If this shit's illusions, why don't you just make your own illusion and make a fucking door handle?
Huh. You know what, Dressvar? That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Stop it! Stop calling us that.
I'll use that cantrip to create minor illusion and try to, imagine a handle there.
Alright, you use the cantrip and create a little handle in front of the door.
Well, I believe it's gonna work. I got positive thoughts, and I tried to walk through the door.
Are you not going to try and open it first?
Yeah, of course. By opening it, what the hell? Common sense, Jesus Christ.
Hey man, it's
We have
you.
none
I
of
take
that.
I take nothing for granted anymore. You try the handle and it does appear to be fairly solid in your hands, and it turns with a soft click and the door swings open to reveal a passageway beyond. Lit much as the same as the previous passageway, with soft white stone illuminated somehow internally.
I don't like this. I want my body back, but I don't want to stay in there.
I'm just
Yeah,
walking through the
you-
door.
Yeah,
Let's get out of here.
The door.
This is a cursed place.
As you guys step over the mantle, you once the illusions tatter and tear from your body. leaving you, in fact, in your own bodies.
I am a
Never changed.
genius.
I'm just like I just grab my beard. I'm like,
I would
"Yes,
like you all
I
to
just
allocate
feel
the
it."
damage that you
Smooch.
did to yourselves. Stays there. You just deduct it from whatever your correct health total is.
Oh, so I actually have taken no damage. Yay!
Well, any damage you did to yourself, yeah, you
I
keep.
didn't do
But
any
if you
damage
didn't do
to
any,
myself.
then good
I'm
job.
like, my
that was
beautiful
weird.
beard. Smooch, smooch.
So, I was wondering how long it would take somebody to figure that out. In front of
Well,
you
I,
lies a
I
corridor.
did actually, except I don't have any illusionary magic.
Neither
Good
do
job.
I. I still suggested it. Could have
In
suggested
front of
it.
you guys is a smooth stone corridor with what looks like almost like a very fine brass mesh. So fine you can almost see through it. And inside of the mesh you can see gears linked to each other, turning, moving, all set around a very small brass door in the middle of it. And around said mesh you can see various devices that are very clearly traps. You can see crossbows, mechanical crossbows aimed all around the area in front of this mesh. You can see saw blades poised to strike down. You can see spikes ready to come out from the walls to impale anybody foolish enough to screw around with the equipment.
So, this is just a corridor full of obvious traps.
Very, very obvious traps.
I'm gonna take a running jump and just fucking dive down the corridor.
Alright, you slam into the mesh, feeling a slight electric tingle run through you, and you feel your legs go out from under you as you lose control of your nervous system momentarily.
Oh no!
And you fall to the ground, face first, drooling a little bit. You take a single
Ah.
point of lightning damage.
Not my legs. Not my legs, Jib.
My sweet, sweet legs.
I thought it was an illusion.
You're kind of silly. That's not what happened.
Oh, illusion magic. So fun.
Your confidence was only an illusion.
And then I'm gonna
Well,
cast
I'm gonna
Cure
wait for
Wounds on
Colbart to
myself.
recover because he's the person who knows how to work with traps.
Takes about 10-15 seconds, but you regain feeling in your body fairly quickly, the tingling subsiding.
Walk over and start smacking him.
Wake up.
So I'm
There you go.
casting Cure Wounds on myself. Oh my god.
You are
Three
now
hit
covered with
points.
heat and glitter.
Amazing. So, what would you gentlemen like to do?
Well, I guess I need to try and disarm these things.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna get a drink to celebrate my body, my own again.
Alrighty, you pull out a drink.
Always work.
Are you getting some BJ juice, or are you just pulling out a regular drink?
I think I'm gonna leave the BJ juice alone. That was a
Okay.
little too strong.
Pansy.
Too strong.
Alright.
Weakling barbarian babby man.
So, Hippo, you pull out your tools, lay them out before you carefully. Sit down in front of the door. What kind of trap would you like to disable first?
So, like, what's like the closest? Actually, yeah, I'll go for this mesh.
What do you mean you're going to go for the mesh? You just want to like try and
What?
disable anything?
The one I dove into that electrocuted me.
All right. Make a disarm device.
That's just a roll with my. Oh god. 7.
You look around, but you can't seem to find any obvious power supply to cut the device off from. It sits and stays
Well,
there,
I'm
faintly
stopped.
humming. The very fine mesh occasionally sparks a little bit, and you can hear a slight crackling sound, but other than that, doesn't
Why
appear
don't
to
you
be
just
doing
try and
much.
disarm anything that's connected to the door?
Maybe.
Can
Sure, welcome to
anybody
trial.
shoot lightning damage here?
Shoot what?
Lightning damage.
I mean, not shoot, but I can do. Why?
How can you do it?
It's a touch spell, meaning I would have to touch whatever I'm doing.
Well, then it doesn't work.
Wow, science, Burke.
What are you
Science
trying to
for-
do? You spent
Unless you
5
want to
minutes.
touch the fence, I'm thinking about shooting the fence with electricity. Maybe explodes.
So any trap that's like in I can get to that isn't
Mhm.
gonna like walk me into this fucking mesh of death. I'm gonna
Alright.
start to try and figure out and disarm.
Alright, make 3 disable device checks for me. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you all just watching poor Kolvar?
Yeah, I'm trying
No.
to figure this out by using my logic, which is not that great.
So that's
So-
2014.
So are we
Wait, 20 no,
here?
that's not right.
There's this chasm.
Well, you're on this side. And on the other side of the mesh, the corridor continues deeper. But you managed to successfully disable the spike trap, and the blades, they stop spinning with a stop whirring sound as they lose momentum.
I'm
The
so
very
confused.
fine, delicate construction remains intact, and you've disabled 2 of the traps. Almost airy. Very fine work.
Hmm.
Can I get like close to that mesh? Not like touching it, but having my hand really close. Does it like arc to me?
No, you can feel like a faint vibration with your hand close to it, but you don't actually feel or hear the telltale or feel the telltale crackle of electricity with your hand near it.
Hmm. I know shocking grasp is a touch, but can I arc it from my hand like really close onto the mesh? See if I can do something to it.
Sure. Make a reflex check for me to see if you can keep your hand steady enough while channeling the necessary somatic components.
Reflex is just straight up dexterity. That's
Mhm.
8. Not very
8.
well.
You manage to keep your hand mostly straight, but you do feel a short shock. Jolt travels up your arm, and you take 6 points of electricity damage.
Ouch.
And you feel your arm go numb and fall to your side. Motor control temporarily lost to that limb.
That didn't work.
How much damage does your shopping grasp do?
1d8, I think.
Alright, what's that, Kolvar?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Elros at level 2, so it's 2d10 or 2d8s. Whee! So that's 10.
Yay.
Right. The electricity surges into the construct, and you can see a couple of the delicate links actually melt a little bit from the excess energy that you've added to it.
Oh shit, it's actually 2d8. Because
Alright.
it's 1d8 by default, but I forgot it amps up at 5th level.
Alright. It melts a hole about a foot in diameter into the mesh next to the door.
Is that big enough for me to dive through?
Probably not.
Damn.
Maybe if you were like Mackleby sized.
Can I?
Oh,
Mackleby, do you want me to throw you through it?
no.
You throw him! You make me laugh.
Berkey will throw him, then Berkey picks him up and just gives him a
Just
slap.
fucking throw him.
What do you say, little fella?
Well, normally I would just fly through, but I don't think I've had a short rest since the last time.
Also, you can only have fly on yourself, eh?
Yeah.
Or one target.
I chuck him through.
What?
Mackleby, you're picked up off the ground unexpectedly and hurled through a tiny opening. I would like for you to make a reflex save for me to try and tuck your way through there and avoid touching the sides as you go through.
What are you doing? Oh, sugar.
Holy shit. Mackleby neatly tucks into a little ball Turns
He
around
knows what
acrobatically.
he's doing. He is a professional.
and lands superhero landing style on the other side, 3-point landing.
Bravo!
And then is immediately shot by other crossbows.
And the mesh wavers and disappears.
What?
Okay. You had better ask next time.
What? We asked.
The
We all
corridor,
agreed.
as the mesh
Mhm.
shimmers, abruptly shortens, the door at the far end moving closer, almost like it's flying towards you, and stops about a foot away from you, Mackleby. And then just hovers there.
What? Well,
Door appears to be made of very thick rosewood. The frame floating freely in the air, not attached to any wall as far as you can see. In fact, you can walk around it and look on the other side, and just same door. No wall, nothing that it's attached to.
If we look around the door, what's further down the corridor?
You actually see yourselves, as if from a great distance.
I wave.
You see yourself waving.
Probably more illusion magic.
You don't say.
I
Damn
do.
illusion magic. Let's get out of here. Can't trust anything.
Can you
Especially not any
move
dwarves.
the door? Like, it's floating. Can you move
Is there
it?
a door handle on the door?
There's a very ornate brass handle on it, with a flower pattern inlaid into it. You can certainly try, lady. Do you want to move the door?
I want to see if it like moves or floats around at all.
Yeah. Put your hand to the door and give it a light shove, and it floats back 2 or 3 inches, easily.
I would open it, but I don't think I want to. It might be something bad. Burke, open the door.
You don't have to
Okay.
actually touch it on account of you have the mage hand.
Well, okay, yeah, that's
It's not
actually
bad
a smarter
having the
idea.
mage
I
hand,
move
why not?
away from the door and open it with mage hand.
Soft golden light spills out from inside, flickering a little bit like candlelight. Peering through it, you can see a room with wood paneling, thick burgundy carpets, and furniture that looks well made, but worn from a lifetime of use with many nicks and scratches. There are a few bookshelves, what looks to be a brass lectern set in the middle of the room. Behind it, what appears to be a display case with a column of what looks to be solid crystal, from which comes a dull green glow. You can also see there are a few shelves with what appear to be personal items on them that you have a bit of trouble making out from this distance. You'd have to actually go inside to be able to see more.
Burke, go on, go in, go Burke.
What does the now that the door is open, what does it look like on the other side, or if you go behind the door?
If you go behind the door and look in, you just see a black, starless expanse.
Burke, go through this
Yeah.
other side.
Okay.
Poor Burke.
Go step into the void, Burke.
No, I'm going through the door.
Alrighty. So Burke steps into the room.
Mackleby also steps into the room.
Yep, let's all go in.
I'm gonna look around the other side and just like throw some through the black.
I tell
void
you what, why
door.
don't you walk through the other side of the door just to check?
As you look at the other side, Hippo, and chuck something inside, a vast bloodshot eyeball, dwarfing the door massively, its pupil several times larger than you, goes past,
I shut the door.
leaving just a black expanse.
I shut the door.
Your comrades are now all inside the room. You're standing outside the door.
I walk back around. And I'm just gonna wait outside the door for now. I think until I'm certain that they've not like melted.
So
Right.
the door's open, so I go and look at the starless expanse again. It's like,
Don't-
are there more eyeballs?
What the-
You don't see anything, although you do get a feeling of disquiet the longer you stare out into that fathomless dark.
Can we just pull for this room and then be on, guys?
They can't hear you. They're outside.
Well, I'm gonna start looking around the room then.
All right. I'd like you to make an investigation check for me, please.
Before I
Mackleby, I'm
go,
assuming you're doing the same, and I'm assuming
Yeah.
Burke's doing the same.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
Elros?
before I go back, I'm gonna go like inside the golden door. But before I do, I say hi to the Black Expanse and see if it says anything back.
Natural 20.
Make a willpower saving throw for me, please,
Oh,
lady.
God, what have you done?
That's being nice.
You don't fucking strike a conversation with a beholder or something evil like that.
Willpower.
You
saving
don't.
throw,
You
so
don't have to have chats with the abyss.
Willpower saving
Otherwise,
throw,
the
yes.
abyss chats back.
So plus 5, 17.
17. For a moment, you feel like you're going to fall forward into the door, almost as if you're not really getting sucked in. It's just like gravity, it's inevitable. But the feeling fades after a moment. And when you look down, a piece, small piece, probably about 2 or 3 centimeters in length, of smoky darkness seems to have attached itself to the inside of your robes.
To the inside of your
What?
thighs.
Can I see that?
Can I get rid of it? Can I like shake it off?
No, you can't see it, Tipper. Yeah, you shake it. It appears to just kind of diffuse before reforming again, like a shadow within shadows.
Well, that's probably totally not a problem at all. And just go inside through the other side of the door.
What'd you do? Why are you shaking?
It's probably just some dust and black smoke and all that good shit.
You are dirty 90% of the time. Why do you care
One
now?
minute.
I don't know.
Alright.
So, those of you inside who are making investigation checks, you find a variety of interesting. What are your results?
I rolled an 8.
I think Ein just
Wow.
stepped away, but he
I rolled a
rolled
6.
Yeah, I got a +6 to investigation too. The thing that sucks.
Good job. What about you, Druss?
I rolled a 6. I really miss. I'm
Wow.
missing fate points at the moment.
Yeah.
We can always implement them if you guys want. The other two, you also roll yours?
Burke
Ah,
rolled
sure.
a nat 20, but he wasn't. He's stepped away, I think.
Yeah, he did roll a 20.
Well, I rolled a 20 as well.
Damn, son. 20s all around, that's pretty
I-
good.
Investigation.
That's pretty good.
Mine's 21.
Alright,
Mine's 27
inside.
technically.
Inside there's a desk. It's got a few papers on it. Most of them written in the same Orcish script you guys saw above. You can see a small illusion floating above a brass disc of a Orcish man standing next to an Orcish woman. All of them dressed very finely, with a few two children in front of him resting his hands on what appears to be the oldest daughter, shoulders posed for this illusion.
Sorry, back.
You can see on the shelf a few other things as well. There's a golden locket open, hanging from a little peg in the wall, with a picture of an Orcish woman with light brown hair and quite delicate features. You can see a small blue flower that petals tips lightening towards white that has been pressed flat between 2 thin pieces of crystal. You can see different colored locks of hair, some of them fine, like a child's. And those of you seeing the picture notice they're the same as the children's in the pictures. And you see a brass lectern in the middle of the room. Indented in the right side, what appears to be a palm print, or some place for one to place your hand. And next to it, 4 switches, each of them tipped with what appears to be precious stone: ruby, sapphire, emerald, and diamond. And behind this lectern, you see a small white plinth, and on this you can see a crystal cylinder in which a green jewel is suspended, glowing, rippling with a soothing, pale green light. And as you approach it, those of you who are not even magically talented, can feel an almost palpable aura of power radiating from this plinth. The rest of the room has got bookshelves filled with dozens upon dozens upon dozens of books. Taking one off the shelf, you notice that it's written in a very neat, if somewhat cramped hand, all of them in Orcish.
Well, it looks like we may have found our magical battery jewel.
Yeah, just go grab it.
I ain't a mage. I'm not gonna touch that. I don't know what I'm doing. That magic
It's a
crystals.
stone. You dwarves love stones.
Magic crystals, though, man. You can't trust them. They're like
When you don't need to know what you're doing, and I go grab the stone.
You know that.
As you
have-
touch the transparent crystal that you see this jewel in, you see the air in front of you flicker, and suddenly you see a illusion, lifelike in size, of the Orcish man from the picture appear in front of you.
Oh, you did it now.
And although he doesn't look at you, he kind of looks over your shoulder. You get the idea that this is a pre-programmed illusion. Can't hear you guys or see you, and it's just been set in place by somebody in the past. And you see the illusion speak. Zariman, I do not know how many years have passed, but you have found my sanctuary. Trust you have been well. Pass my regards to your wife. Please safeguard the paradox until you can take it to the Sunwell. The survival of my people depends on it. Perhaps one day, God's willing, we can share a drink again.
That sounds very articulate for an orc, and even for me. So I kind of feel ashamed.
And
So
as
racist.
the illusion finishes speaking, find your hand passing into the crystal, almost like through warm treacle. And as your fist closes around the emerald, you feel a sudden warmth, almost like sunlight, like the sun was behind a cloud and it suddenly emerged. It's quite a pleasant feeling. This is definitely not a weapon or evil magic or necromancy or something like that. It's just definitely a benevolent force that you have in your hands.
So that
Well-
message was directed at Zaraman, the guy
Does
that
this-
hired us.
Oh, was he? Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Did they both have the
Also-
same name? I'm gonna check the business card. Was it the same name?
Make a intelligence check for me, Dress.
Also, how's the smoke doing? Is it still there, the same size?
It's still there.
10?
Same size? It hasn't expanded at all?
You notice a funny elven character at the end of Zariman's name, Dress. Do you speak Elvish?
Kalbar! What the hell is this crazy elven squiggle over here?
It's a full stop.
It's a lineage symbol. This indicates that Zariman is the 43rd of his line and 27th of his name.
So our Zaraman and this Zaraman, totally related.
Or not.
is like Zaraman the most common name for elves?
No.
I've not heard that name before since we met the guy.
Oh. I think that might be a clue.
But why would this orc be giving it to a religious fanatic person of a religion that hates all orcs?
Do we know for sure that he hates all orcs? Or is that just more racist stuff from you because you're racist?
You are pretty racist.
Wow, that's mean. I don't hate all races. I just don't trust elves because they're weebos and poncy.
Can I do an Arcana check on the smoke? See if I know what the hell this thing is.
Liddy's like, fuck the revelations, I got smoke to deal with!
Oh,
Maybe,
sure.
like, can I bottle
Gotta
that
be
and do some
vaping.
alchemy on it?
Sure, make an Arcana check for me, Liddy.
He's become a vape mage.
Daddy, you're a massive chemical nerd.
Oh god,
job.
I don't know shit.
You're not sure. It's
Yeah.
probably fine though.
Just breathe it in real deep.
What happens if I touch it?
Why are you so dusty?
Feel a cold, clammy sensation start running up your arm as long as you hold your fingers inside it.
What did you do?
It goes up to your shoulder. And then it starts hitting for your heart.
I stop, obviously.
Too late.
So,
What did you do?
It's in black invisible smoke. Don't worry about it yet.
You can't see it, Trash.
I see him like patting himself down.
Yeah, you do see him patting himself down.
Why are you acting so weak?
This kind. I'm not sure if you can see it. Obviously can, because we haven't said anything about it. But there's kind of like black smoke on my. What was it again? On the robe?
you're in a
It's
thong
currently
already.
kind of like hanging wherever there's a shadowed corner in your clothing. Like in the
I think you've been drinking my stuff too much earlier.
I might have been. I wonder if we can get drunk on our illusions.
That's interesting.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean,
Applebee
unless
will
you
do
know
it,
of
yeah.
anything about dark smoke that hangs in people's shadows.
Applebee will do a detect magic ritual.
Mhm.
On
When you
Elros.
do the mushrooms,
are the rest of you guys
see
doing
much
while
more than
you're-
just shadows.
What are the rest of you guys doing while you do arcane casters are busy?
Well, I know what I'd like to do, but I don't think I have the knowledge of Orcish to actually be able to do it.
Why don't you ask one of your comrades?
Comrades, you know Orcish. Can one of you see in these books if you can figure out who this Zaruman was?
I walk over to
my plan as
I walk
well.
over to Dressa.
So you want to know how to learn? You want to know how to speak Orcish?
I suppose, but otherwise, someone who can
I
speak
cast
Orcish can just look at the book.
Comprehend languages on him.
You have a brief migraine for about 3 seconds, and now you can read everything.
Well, that's great. I'm gonna flick through the books. I want to find out who Zaruman is.
All right. How long do you want to take?
Sorry,
How long do you want to take to do this? Because there's quite a few books in here.
I've seen how long these guys can poke it at a shadow. I assume I've got all day.
All right. Okay. Make a investigation check for me with advantage. What are the rest of you guys doing while Elros and
I
Applebee
do.
are engaged in science?
I know exactly who Zaruman is and who his children are even today.
I don't want to sound like a spoil, like an asshole or something, but I don't think you can cast comprehend languages on somebody else.
Oh, the trashy not really skill again.
Wow, that's never happened before.
Technically.
Yeah. It's
Well, Berkey,
It's
I don't
itself.
think that tankards of ale last forever like they happen to do. But we don't mention that to your character, do we? Like, you probably finished your ale days ago.
But-
You're probably sober now.
No, I had like flasks
really
of
badly,
strong
Berkey.
stuff I've been drinking now. The ale is long gone.
Let's have a
Please
look.
remember.
Comprehend languages. Yeah, it's range only self.
Yep.
Plus, it would take 1 minute to read 1 page of text. It's not too bad, I suppose. But it's like you can't really speed read.
Well, I can natively speak Orcish. Well, Maccabee can anyway.
Well, Maccabee, I'm going to give you this 20 because I'm not wasting it. I refuse to waste this natural 20. Here, Maccabee,
I'll
take
allow it.
this and find out who Zaruman is.
Over the next several hours, while Elros experiments furiously upon himself in a self-masturbatory fashion, Mackleby sets
smoke?
about doing some research along with the somewhat dubious aid of Berke, who at least can read the language. The books cover a wide variety of topics. Many of them are simple ledgers dealing with the day-to-day running of a kingdom. Some of them are more personal in nature. They look
So
like
it's written
neat.
by the Orcai, right?
it appears to be the case. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm having difficulties reading this because the orcs I usually read are not this fucking bright. So, the way he words thing is.
That's
very
why I said you
confusing
were
for
of
me.
dubious help.
Yeah.
Some of the books are more personal in nature. They appear to be diaries, each of them carefully numbered, bound, placed in order on these shelves. It appears the diaries ran for a number of years. Looking at the dates, some of them look to have gone almost 20 years. Each one carefully put away and then going on to the next one, all of the same paper, all of the same type. There are also other books dealing with allies, lineages, various royal houses from this era. And looking amongst them, you do eventually find the Zariman noble household name. And it looks like they were indeed elves that were allied to the Sorcerer Lord, and in fact had a place of high esteem next to him, often serving as knights, personal retainers, seneschals, some of them serving as generals in his armies, others mighty scholars, priests. They were quite an influential family, very prolific for elves, which was quite unusual for you, Kolvar, because you're used to elves not having a huge amount of kids. And it looks like it seemed to be the norm for this family to have 6, 7, or even 8 children every generation.
Sluts.
There are also mentions of other household names as well, most of them sounding quite strange to your ears. And as far as you can tell, there are no references to the cities. No Tul Amaranth, no Tul Volt, nothing. The places they describe, the countryside, the cities, the towns, never heard of any of this. And it seems quite odd to you that there were these little sprawling towns everywhere, traveled by cart, by horse. Seems quite inefficient to your ears.
Wow, this must be ancient.
I'm trying to do the maths. Elves can live. We elves can live like 1,000 years. Pretty cool. Better than all of you. And this guy is like the 40th something Zaraman, according to that little symbol. So that's a long time ago.
Does seem to be awfully.
Any mention about this Sunwell thing?
Well, your old initial 20s, I suppose. I have to give you some info. You do find a reference to the Sunwell. It says, tell you. It simply describes a location. So you guys have traveled south from Tul Amaranth to where you guys are currently, and it simply describes a sheltered glade to the east, where the Guardian holds sway.
I wonder what that Guardian is.
Doesn't say specifically.
I suppose our choices, guys, are either we take this back to Zaraman and get our money, as was the plan, or we just take it straight to the Sunwell. I'm pretty sure he'd be going there anyway. We send him a message and we tell him we're getting taken straight there. He might give us a bonus.
Or option C.
Or a what?
Or option C. We don't do either.
I don't know.
It sounds like there was like a big civilization of orcs, and do we really want to fill the world with orcs again?
Well, these orcs seem quite nice.
The world has orcs already.
So nice that they were at war with the humans.
They killed my family.
Yeah, not
See,
these
you
orcs.
see what they do? Do we want more family-killing orcs about?
These
Yeah,
don't
Ah,
seem
that's
like
racist.
Civilized orcs.
Wow.
You seem like smarter than
You're a
everybody.
complete racist, like all elves.
I can't read any of these books. I don't know what half the shit that you guys are talking about I've read.
Well, why doesn't they? I'm sure Maccabee will tell everyone now. Gather around, kids. It's story time.
Please, no.
From Uncle Michael Jackson.
What I saw.
And then Maccabee will give a brief glimpse into the world of this orc mage.
As you see, these don't appear to be your regular kill everybody orcs. These seem to be smart orcs.
Maybe you should look around a bit more. See if you can find out why they were at war.
There's still the brass lectern in the middle of the room as well.
I'll go over here and look at this lectern.
You can see an imprint. So if you look down at it, well, I mean, you can't really look down at it because you're short. But if anybody else was to look at the lectern, you can see on the right side, it's basically like an indent for a hand to be put down, humanoid hand, and you can see there are switches, 4 of them, each topped by a precious jewel: sapphire, ruby, emerald. The diamond one appears to be blinking.
Oh, Maccabee, see what it says.
Ooh,
You've got mail.
I will. Are there any symbols that can be discerned, or is it just blinking?
Nothing. It's just this indent and then the 4 switches with the blinky light.
hey guys, I'm gonna touch this. Be careful.
I leave the room.
All right, you step out the side.
And Mac
So-
will then touch the diamond.
How are you? Are you just touching the diamond?
Mage hand.
Okay. You pull the switch down and nothing happens.
Yeah, that's anticlimactic.
I walk back
Maybe
in the
you
room.
have to have your
seeing he's
palm
not
on the
exploded.
palm thing and then touch it.
Yeah, let's do that for science.
Yeah.
All right. You walk over, put your hand down on the plinth, barely fitting in. Well, not barely fitting, but you know, it's kind of gets the imprint's barely filled by little hand, to put it that way. Flick the switch down, and in front of you guys, you see an image materialize. You start hearing sound crackling at first, and then suddenly clearing. And you see an image of the courtyard / outside of the palace that you guys have entered.
Ooh, fancy.
And inside this courtyard, you see a large group of about 60 people dismounting from their horses.
Not as fancy.
Leading them, you can see a dwarf wearing leather and chainmail, wearing a black cloak, brooch holding it around his throat. The symbol of Wukti is a bird in flight, and below that a pyre of flames. You can see this dwarf has long brown hair, plaited and tightly braided. And at his side, you can see a sword that flickers oddly in the half-light. And as he looks around, commanding his men, it looks like his eyes shine with some kind of internal light briefly, although it may just be a trick of the light. Around
Ooh,
him, you can see him issuing orders to the men. Right, they got 2 mages with them. Make sure you shut down any magics they try and conjure. You lot, take position in the woods. I want the trackers ready if they try and make a run for it. The rest of you take up positions around the exit. As soon as they come out, I want this bastards feathered. And somebody secure that damn beetle or put it out of its misery. I want to know what's in those packs. You see the men salute, fist to breast. Yes, Lord Jukta. And they spread out.
whoa! They better not be messing with Ben. I think it's a double cross.
I'm thinking that
You
this
are
might
so
be the.
smart, Mackleby.
I'm thinking that this might be the church's team, although they seem far more unfriendly than I would have expected.
Yeah.
Do we like recognize these people? Have we seen like the church's special forces before?
It's the
You've
same
never seen
dwarf
this
that-
particular symbol before. No, it's not the same dwarf that you guys met
Okay.
initially.
And it's so yeah. You said the beetle's up there, so it's not like a vision of the past. So okay.
You see the outside the image emptying as men move about their tasks. Some of them pulling free weapons, crossbows.
Guys,
You see trackers spreading out into the woods.
Oh, Ben.
Well,
Well,
our
Ben.
work is a lot easier because now the plan is just kill them all.
There are 60 of them and only 4 of us, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It
it's a
means
fair fight.
anyway we can strike. We've got more chance of hitting them than anything ourselves. We've got them surrounded from the inside. That right there is dwarven attack logic at its finest.
I agree with the dwarf.
Holy
Plus-
shit.
We're on this side, and they've got to get through all the traps.
What about Ben?
He,
Well, we better
Yeah.
get out there, and if we murder them fast enough, then they won't be able to do anything to Ben. I'm pretty sure Mackleby is now well motivated.
Let's just
yeah.
let's just remember, if we're gonna kill these guys, we've got to kill all of them. If
Hey,
any of them get
Mackleby,
out and tell the church, then we're fucked.
Push those buttons. See what else happens. They might open different viewpoints.
Anybody who touches Ben in anger will feel my wrath.
Okay,
So-
now press the other buttons.
Oh yeah, buttons.
Yeah, buttons.
Oh yeah, buttons!
Buttons.
Oh yeah, fuck that beetle, more buttons. Which
Ooh.
button?
He was so consumed with anger about Ben. He was like, "Oh wait, I'm actually using the controls here."
Let's see here. So we have a diamond, a ruby,
Emerald Sapphire.
emerald, sapphire.
The diamond one is the one you've already used, yeah.
All right, and none of the other ones are blinking, right?
Nope.
Mackleby, fearing for Ben and wanting to not have any harm to him, will touch the red jewel.
Okay. You guys hear a faint rumbling sound,
You activate the point defenses.
as if the whole castle is shaking in its foundations. Those of
Okay.
you standing in the room that can see through the door outside, the smooth white stone passageways that you guys have come through shimmer like paint running down a drain, leaving behind smooth stone corridors from much more mundane construction.
Wait, it seems like you've switched the magic off. Switch it back on.
You still see the view outside?
Yeah, you can still see outside. It's just the corridor now looks like
Are
it's
they
made of
reacting
grey
to
stone.
All place seemingly rumbling, or does it seem stable outside?
outside. It doesn't appear that they've noticed anything.
So that turned the magic off. Are they just like waiting for us? Is that the thing?
Looks like they've set up position in ambush.
Okay. I will touch the red jewel again.
Once again, smooth rumble, and the pale light resumes from outside the corridor, and it's now once again made from that same internally illuminated stone that you've gotten used to.
Well, okay. Let's try the green jewel.
As you flip the switch down, almost as if on command, you hear a crack, boom, thunder outside, and the rain starts pissing down. So thick that you almost can't see the enemies outside in the illusion. It becoming unnaturally dark. You see a thick mist start enveloping the castle.
Okay, I like that one. That'll help.
That's good. Now the last one.
Seems tactical, yeah.
Tactical.
Tactical green.
So, Emerald next, I guess.
Yes.
Alrighty. Flick the switch. And you are all violently ejected from the room, thrown out in a heap in front of the door, and it slams shut. You see the room
Oh.
compact itself into a marble size before flying off into the distance, before disappearing away from you guys.
Shit.
That was weird.
But
Yeah, finally
you did pick up that gem that we needed to get, yeah?
I
Yep.
think
Berg
it-
still has it firmly
Oh,
in his
okay.
hand.
Okay.
Well, we have one advantage at least. At least it's going to be harder for them to track us with all that rain and mist.
I have to be right back.
This jewel makes me all tingly inside. It's like holding sunshine.
Oh boy.
Well,
Well,
I suppose we have to start making tracks, but we have to be extra careful.
yeah, we gotta try to get Ben and get out.
You may have to accept the fact that that Ben may not be able to come with us.
What's also important to remember is they're currently waiting outside, but this is a really big building. We're currently in the central bit, but if we go into the main hall potentially and then duck into the side rooms, like one of the wings, we could maybe just come around from the other side and get them from behind.
Or just bypass them completely.
All that, but I'm just assuming we're going to need to rescue Ben.
Well,
Because
Mackleby
if
will
this is
do
the
his
main
best.
building, I'm assuming there's buildings here as well.
Yeah, that's basically, if this is the main building, you can see there's wings.
So we're here somewhere. So if we do that, if they're all waiting like here, we can like.
Yep. You're basically down here somewhere at the moment.
So
So You could try that
If
people wanted.
if we find a way out, I can sneak around. I can try and I'll cast Pass Without Trace on Ben, and then we can sneak away.
What are we doing?
We're trying to come up with a plan to get out and rescue Ben.
Does anyone have polymorph?
Oh,
Anybody have what?
Polymorph.
no, sadly.
Damn, we could have turned Ben into a mouse and then just stealth off to him.
No, we're a bit low level for that.
Well, we could Pass Without Trace could work, yeah. That could definitely work. And then if you needed help, we could all rush in. But if we can get out sneakily, that would be best.
Yeah, I don't see the point of fighting all these guys when we can just get away.
Shall we do that then?
Okay.
I can make
Or we
one
can
person
go.
invisible.
We can go all Rambo on them and just try to pick them off one by one.
Well, why don't you guys try that whilst I try and get to Ben?
Because you're the one with the giant crossbow, which is really helpful for stealth kills.
Yeah, but I'm also the one that's most likely to be able to sneak up and get Ben. Unless
But
Mackleby
you
wants to try and get Ben.
Everyone was dead.
I can go get Ben.
Okay, I'll be Rambo. I love that play.
You're not Rambo.
My
I'm Rambo.
favourite play.
Yes.
I even have
Lord.
the knife. You don't even have. Yeah, you probably have a knife.
I have 2 short swords. That's 100% more than Rambo had.
So, you gentlemen are heading.
So our options are to sneak or to try and fight them. Or do we feel like doing both? One or the other?
I want to smash them.
Mackleby is going to try to sneak.
Okay. So if Mackleby tries to get Ben out, are we all going to try and ambush them piecemeal?
They have trackers out looking. If we take out the trackers, then it'll make an easier time to get away.
That is a good idea.
Or we can make the trackers work against them by making a trap of our own.
How so?
By making them come to us and we spring our trap on them.
Do we know how many exits this place has?
No, you guys didn't explore the top floors.
We did that typical thing people do in RPGs and go the right way by mistake.
Yes. Because I just realized that I can cast invisibility at a higher level, but only once, because I only have one spell slot left of that. And I can make 2 people invisible at the same time.
Who's good at wilderness here, at tracking and stuff?
I'm very good at it.
Why don't we all sneak to go get Ben, while you, Kolvar, go out and lay a false trail going in like the opposite direction?
Okay.
Like really obvious, I don't know,
Yeah.
broken twigs,
I can
giant
do that.
footprints. Then hopefully once they realize we're gone, they'll all charge after that and we can either we don't actually leave, like we could just stay behind the building or something, or we just try and sneak in the other direction.
I can make a bad trail.
Anyone
Alright.
keen with that?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Alright.
Good luck, Kolvar. We'll go and find Ben.
So you guys are going up up back towards the main
Well, I
entryway
think
so
if
that
we
you
can
can get to
come
one of
out
the
one of the
wings.
side entrances instead, where they're not going to shoot us full of feathers, that would be nice.
All right. I'm assuming you guys are moving stealthily. So I would like you all to make a stealth check for me, please.
Sure, stealthily, yes, right. I didn't roll that, don't worry.
Damn.
God damn it.
Wow.
It's like fucking
Not
Right.
fours
great,
for.
but it's not a 1, so it's fine.
Clang, clong, clang, clong. You guys kick over a bunch of pots going through the kitchen.
I roll a 9.
I rolled a 9.
What's the
I'm better
bonus
than
to
elf,
stealth?
I'm gliding along
I
like
got the Dexes to stealth, right? So it's
Well,
plus...
no, it's plus stealth to stealth. You have it's a skill.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh wait,
I rolled
mine's
a-
even worse because my stealth is actually -1. Okay.
What armor?
Really from
Aren't you
armor.
wearing it like disadvantage armor as well?
Yeah, no, stealth is Dex.
Yeah, I'm wearing heavy
so
armor, which is
it's
-1 to
plus
dex.
2. I got a +2 on stealth.
Alright, so You guys
That's
make your
11.
way up to the top floor with what you think is rather decent stealth.
But hopefully
Make
they're all
your
hiding
way
outside in the rain.
to the main entry hall. And to the left or to the right, you guys can take one of the entrances to one of the wings of the palace. What would you like to do?
Right.
Well, we should all go one way. Once we find a way out, I'll leave. Wait until you see them either follow me or are distracted, and then you guys leave.
That sounds like a good plan. Well, should we go left then?
Because Burke said right, yes, we should go left.
Okay.
Man.
You guys make your way carefully into the left wing. It appears to be mostly made up of very airy reception halls, bedrooms, suites, that kind of thing. This looks like a place where foreign dignitaries would have spent much of their time. You can pretty much climb out of any of the windows here if you wanted to. The chances of finding a ground floor exit would probably be near the end. Probably like something like a servant's entrance, something like that. But I mean, you can literally climb out of any of the rooms' window.
Are there any trees close by to the windows?
Not anything right by the windows. This area in front of the castle is cleared long in the past. I mean, the ground itself is overgrown with, short brush and scrub and that kind of thing. But there are no large trees that have taken root inside this front courtyard area.
They're waiting for us, right? And this material is made out of stone, right?
This top part's just the regular castle construction.
Okay.
What you can see, not very like light construction, but nonetheless well designed, well buttressed.
Are we like pretty far away from the entrance?
Yeah, you can make your way quite deep down this passageway. I mean, this wing extends a couple 100 feet, so.
Are we at an angle that basically, if a hole were to appear, the enemies or the people outside wouldn't see it?
Anybody from the sitting immediately in front of the exit would not see it, but I mean, it depends where the observers are that are keeping watch over this place. There are quite a lot of men.
So I'm gonna sit down for a minute and use primeval awareness to figure out like where.
Is there anything
what window would be furthest away from all of them?
Extending your senses, the front of the castle is where they are thickest. You sense a cluster of about 40-ish people there, set up in various positions around the door. And then, as you extend your senses outwards from this area, there's a small little web, probably about a dozen people all told, that are spread like every 50 to 100 yards around the front of this area to keep watch, hidden within the tree line further away. And then even further than that out, you sense the presence of people moving through the forest.
So, what kind of outer shape did this place have? It's just like
so the front is basically over here, and then the wings extend down like that, the sides, and then behind here is where the main hall is and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So it's like outer shape. Okay.
So basically, leading here, there's a corridor, and on either side of the corridor, you've got the rooms.
Oh, I was just thinking of using one of my abilities to turn like one of the stone walls into wood and see if we can chop it or burn it and burn a hole in it and just basically make a hole.
So
but I wanted to be. I want to make sure it's in a place where they wouldn't immediately notice that. Wait, the fucking stone's turning into wood. What the fuck?
Well, we could also just go out a window. If the windows are big here, then I mean.
You want to climb out of the window or just make a fucking hole?
How high are we up, anyway?
Off the floor.
Yeah.
Outside wall, probably about 4 or 5 feet.
Oh, so we can just hop out this window fine then.
Yeah, you can climb out of the windows, no problem.
And I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on everyone, apart from Ben, because he's miles away. So you all now have +10 to your stealth. And then wait here.
Is that a concentration spell?
Oh shit, let me hold on, I need to find it. I don't think it is.
Alright, so pass without trace.
I've googled ass without trace.
You're a muppet.
Oh, yeah.
It is a concentration spell for up to 1 hour.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast it on everyone just for now, and then I'm going out the window. Wait here until you see movement, and then go.
Check for me.
Do you want to be invisible or no? Do you want me to
No,
save
save
that?
it for Ben in case you need it.
Wait, can I make Ben invisible?
Sure.
Okay.
Allowed, why not?
24 stealth.
Alright. You slither out the window, drop down, and stay still for a moment. Thunder, rain, and mist serving well to help hide you from the eyes.
And then I'm gonna point back to the others, point them in like a direction that goes far left, and I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna start going straight ahead, like trying to silently break branches, leave obvious footprints.
Alright, make a wilderness survival check for me. See if you can make this look really obvious. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Should we head for the main entrance?
Well, aren't we gonna wait for people to start leaving and then head off like Kolvar just said?
I would Maccabee would actually be I don't know, looking for trouble, looking to see if any guards are coming, and detecting magic for any new sources outside of the illusory.
The rain outside is saturated with conjuration magic.
Yeah. So my survival thing was 12.
You managed to make a couple of tracks, break some branches, snag a couple of threads of cloth, and in general try and make a very clumsy attempt at you guys getting away.
Yeah, and I just want to try and like weave myself through their like outer perimeter.
Alright, make another stealth check for me.
Mm, 23.
You glide through here from the right, probably about 20 paces to the left, from the right of you. Hold on! Stop moving around, you dumb bastard! Ah, what's that? Here's somebody else from the left of you, and as you slowly turn your head to the side, you can see a shape in the darkness, probably about 7 feet away from you, tromping through the grass straight towards you. What would you like to do?
Oh, can I see Elvar? Or Kolvar?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception is -1, so 9.
You see nothing. Golvar is just blended like that.
So there's somebody traipsing towards me, yeah?
5,
I'm
4.
just gonna keep running stealthily away.
Okay, make a stealth
And
check
I'm
for me
gonna
to see
like
if you can.
I want to like throw a stone backwards, try and make a clatter where I came from. Whee!
Can I see any enemies?
You have
that's
plus
Sorry,
10,
not
by the
where
way.
you guys are standing at the moment.
27.
Okay, you doesn't see shit. You hear him move closer to one of the other sentries, and you hear murmured conversation. And a moment later, you see a small flash of light as a pipe is lit behind you. Doesn't look like they noticed you.
Okay, so I've made it like through this, like first.
You're now pretty much like on the other side of the pickets.
In that case, I wish to go, like out far left, out around, come back around to the far right, try and sneak up on someone.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing while this is happening? Because that's going to take you quite a while to do.
Guys, should we sneak around and look for Maccabee? I mean, not Maccabee, for Ben, sorry.
Or should we
Or-
make a ruckus to make them come to us and into our trap?
Yeah, but there's 60 of them.
Yeah, this wasn't our plan.
Look, I don't mind fighting them if there was like 5.
60 of them? I don't see a problem.
Can you even count to 60, Burke?
doesn't matter. They're all gonna fucking be crushed by my hammer.
Nah.
Well, tell you what, Burke, once we've all made it out, you can fight them and then we'll pick you up afterwards.
Weaklings.
But guys, do we want to go look for Ben Maccabee?
I do want to get Ben, but what about Kovar? That's not the plan.
Corvus is an elf and sneaky. He can get himself out.
Kolvar, make 2 more stealth checks for me while these guys are
Colvar
chatting.
the whole point was they were going to he was going to lead away, so he'll meet us when we're further up.
21. And 28.
So, guys, what are you guys doing? Minutes pass.
I don't know what's going on.
Uneasily, the rain pattering down outside. The courtyard slowly transferring into mud.
Are the enemies still on the courtyard, or are the people still on the courtyard not moving?
Most of them are holding position. Every now and then you can hear a cough, but for the most part they're holding noise discipline quite well, prepared for an unexpected party to come out. You guys can't really see directly from where you're standing. If you move down a little bit towards the front, you'll be able to see them. The pickets are out in the woods, so you have a hard time picking out with the mist and the rain and the darkness.
I got an idea.
What's your idea, Maccabee?
I could talk to these guys. I don't have to be close. Maybe cause some confusion.
Oh yeah, if you can make some like really bad sneaky noises, on the right side of the building, that would be great.
Are we on the right side of the building?
We're on the left side of the building.
What can we tell about those guys? What god is he likely to follow? We could try to give him some divine message.
The last one, you guys with the image downstairs, the dwarf had a brooch with a symbol of Wuktius bird in flight, and it looks almost like it was above a bonfire, like it was held aloft by the warm air.
I'll move my way down to see if I can find a guard to see and test my theory on.
Make stealth check for me. Kolvar, while this is happening, you've made yourself back through the pickets.
19.
Now you're looking at insect trash at the front of this area, and you can see 2 or 3 men that are busy putting pythons into the soft ground to keep their horses. They're more so to let them know where the horses are. The horses seem to be quite well trained. They occasionally stamp a hoof, blow out some hot air here in this downpour, but for the most part don't look like they want to bolt or run away or anything like that. The men themselves performing most of their duties in silence. You can see many of them are carrying crossbows. Quite a few axes, pole arms, spears, swords, and as well as a small group of men wearing dark robes, 4 or 5 of them. Mages by the looks of them.
Okay, I want to get...
And you see 2 of them standing on top of Ben, busy pulling off packs, looking through the baggage and luggage that had been strapped to him.
Shit.
That's rude.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Ben is over here at the moment.
Are there any...
So, before we do that, Mackleby, what are you doing?
I'm looking for guards or...
You peered out of a window. There are lots of people in front here. Most of them, if you didn't know they were there, you would pretty much walk out straight into them. Most of them have laid down on the ground, steadying their crossbows at the door. You see men hiding around the corner ready to rush into the gap. And you also see people further back wearing what look to be dark robes.
Okay. I will pick out a guy that's kind of in the middle on the edge.
All right. You see a crossbowman staring intently at the door, every now and then reaching up to wipe his forehead to get the rain out of his eyes, trying to get himself comfortable. Body probably starting to cramp up from the cold and the dampness.
I got one question, Griff. With my thorn whip,
Yeah.
does it do any Is there any noise that follows
It's a
that?
giant thorn.
Well, it's basically a giant. I mean, thorn whip. I mean, if you crack it on the ground or something like that, or slither it on the pedals, I mean, you'll hear that. You probably won't really hear the actual whip itself moving around, but you could probably create some kind of noise with it.
No, I'm just thinking about if it's a stealthy way to get somebody to pull them towards me, so I can grapple them down and fuck them up.
Going to start screaming like a motherfucker the moment they start goddamn being
Well,
pulled by
not
the
if
fucking
the
line.
thorn whip itself hits over the mouth.
That's going to be an
So you want a
incredibly
tentacle rape
accurate
their
throw.
throat.
It's always going back to the hate fucking with you, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow!
Mackleby will say to the crossbowman.
Wait,
Actually,
so
are there
you-
any other people around the crossbowman?
Lots, probably about 40 of them.
Are you using
I
some
will
kind of
point
magical
at
means to talk to them?
What we need now is some Rambo shit. We need to let
Using the
them-
message spell.
I am.
So you point your finger towards
my
the
finger out.
crossbowman.
Hey, I think I see him to the right.
So Mackleby, make a performance check for me, please. To see if you can actually disguise your very distinctive Mackleby voice.
Performance.
Go,
would be
Mackleby,
plus
go.
3. That's 17.
17. You see the man sharply look to the right of him. What did you say? You see the other guy turn. Well, I suppose you can't really hear the conversation. I didn't say anything. And you're... My lord! I think their mages are about! And you see one of the men in the back raise both his hands. And blue flame drip from his fingers to the ground. And suddenly you see a nimbus of power spread out over the men in front. Right! They have to be close by if they were doing that. Get ready!
Okay.
Now see most of the mages are shaking out their staves, pulling out spell focuses. Crossbowmen are making sure their weapons are loaded, and everybody's scanning the surrounding area looking for you.
I will point.
Kolvar, what are you doing?
Hi. So I'm
You see the
going-
entire group suddenly start moving about and looking lively.
Oh shit. So is there still a guy on top of Ben?
Yep.
Okay.
He looked at the movement for a moment, then carried on with what he was doing.
Shoot him.
I'm gonna.
It's two of them
Is
on top of Ben.
Are there any people around the Ben area that are kind of on their own, not too close to anyone else? Specifically,
Just the two of them are currently
anyone
going through the luggage.
Isn't a mate. Okay, okay. So it's just kind of those two, and the rest of kind of looking around at Mac will be
Could
fucking
you
up the
use
plan.
your crossbow
So-
to shoot them both
No,
with one bolt?
that sounds really difficult. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out Krakenbane. I'm going to load up my my sharpened bolts. I'm going to get as far away as I can, but close enough that I can still reliably hit them using the scope. And I'm going to fire a shot at one of the guys on Ben. And then, immediately after, turn and cheat it.
Okay, make your attack roll for me, please.
Now- Would this count as attacking somebody that hasn't acted yet on the first turn of combat?
I suppose it would.
Then I have advantage.
You're gonna need it because of the environmental conditions.
I really do need it,
Wow!
because that was a 1.
No.
Ah!
So that's 15.
Let's have a look what this guy's armor class is.
Also,
Crossbow bolt wicket right over his left ear, just a little bit more to the left, and it would have to the right, and it would have killed him.
Has he noticed?
And clatters against the stone wall, falling amidst the men.
Actually, I have 2 attacks. I'm going to immediately fire another one.
All right.
That's 18.
That's a hit.
Okay, now, oh god, where's my dad? Okay, so D10. Wee. Wow, wow. What's going on with? So that's it's still 7 damage.
Thunk! Crossbow bolt slams into the back where his kidneys would be. Armor luckily managing to deflect a large part of it, but it's still sinking a couple of inches in. And you hear the man suddenly arch back with a cry. The guy next to him spinning around, drawing his sword as he does so. And you go, "They're behind us!"
And
you see the men
running.
start splitting up. Okay, you start cheesing it backwards, and they immediately notice you. You see the two of them jump off and start running after you. The sentries around the picket move in to start intercepting you as well. Okay. That's a lot of perception checks that are really good. Okay, the rest of you guys see... Oh, not the rest of you guys, I suppose. Mackleby, you see the men in front suddenly barge through the front door into the entry hall. A solid shield wall formed in front of them, crossbowmen behind them, halberdiers in between, and mages behind them. Split into 2 groups, 20 to a side, and start. One goes to the other wing, and the other one starts heading towards the room where you are.
Okay.
Outside, you see the pickets turn around and start running after something, which you can only assume to be Kolvar, leaving Mackleby standing alone in the rain. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm
I
with
message-
Druss, aren't I? Here, we're somewhere around.
Yeah, you and Druss are still at the window, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I cast.
now that the good plan has gone tits up.
No, I look at Druss. I kind of make like shush sound to him, and then I cast an invisibility at 3rd level on both of us, so we're both now invisible. Oh, before I do that, I also point like to the window, kind of meaning we are gonna GTF for now,
I nod.
and I
Okay.
make us both invisible.
I'd like for you guys to roll initiative for me, please, to determine the order of which the actions are going to take place now. Oh, you guys make such good plans, and then immediately don't stick to them.
Well, it makes me sad because we had a plan, and then people were like, "We're special snowflakes."
What do you mean?
Okay, so initiatives. Anybody from 20 to 25?
Yes, natural 20.
Goddamn. Goddamn. Good.
Well, I
Sorry,
think
what's that,
that,
Brian?
I got
You're really soft.
20.
And put your mic like in front of your face.
Sorry, 20.
920 as well. Okay, anybody from 15 to 20? No? Anybody from 10 to 15?
14.
Kolvar, 14. You're gonna have to haul ass.
I know.
Or else you're gonna get fucking wrecked.
That's the plan.
Druss, how much did you get?
5.
Because I can only assume it's more than the natural one I see lying over there.
Yep, that's a 3.
Good job. And these bunch of schmoes get a 50, which is not too bad. And oh wow, okay then. Alrighty. So, Mackleby. Seeing this large group of men approaching in tight formation, flanking down the corridor, going room to room, searching it, closing the door behind them, moving on to the next room. They'll be with you in a few seconds. What would you like to do?
Oh shit. I can't help. I feel bad. I didn't think I was screwing anything up, but apparently I did.
Remember, they already knew you guys had mages amongst you, like you saw from the vision.
Yes. Okay. Let's see here. I will
You guys get out of here. I'll see what I can do to hold them off.
Bullshit! I finally
Alrighty.
get to fight.
Mackleby, okay. Is that your turn, or you just want to pass your turn for now?
I have to hold my action, yeah.
Okay, what are you holding your action for? Somebody barging into the room, or what?
Yeah. I gotta think that I gotta try to get these guys out. I gotta do something to distract or to.
Are you in the same room as us, Mackleby?
No, he's
I
at the
think
end of
so.
the hall.
Yeah,
So basically,
You're
if
by
this is the-
yourself. You left the 3 of us.
yep. So
Yeah.
Mackleby's down here at the moment. You guys were down there, and these guys are coming in to this area now.
Oh shit! Maybe I should run towards you guys because
Do
I
you-
don't want to die. I'm not a martyr.
It's up to you, mate. Do you do what you want to do?
Oh shit! Well, those guys have invisibility, so I will point in their general direction and message. It's like,
If you're
You
familiar
guys
with the
do-
subject, you don't need line of sight or anything.
yeah, okay. Well, I'll just say you
guys get moving. I'll see if I can't get myself out of this.
and I'll head up
Fine.
towards where they were to get out of sight. And shit.
Start
really
pacing down the corridor, taking care to stay near the sides, using a couple of the small bookcases and statuary and things like that scattered around the corridor for cover as best you can. Still making use of the spell that Kolvar cast on you.
Elros, can you cast invisibility on all of us?
Sadly, no. It's only 2 people.
You guys are.
And it's a concentration, so I can wait. I can use more spell slots.
Maccleby, why don't you fly away?
Okay, hold on before we get to that. So Mackleby starts running down the corridor to get to you. Jukta. Uses a spell. Okay, and they start moving down the corridor. What are you doing, Berke? You can hear the sound of booted feet, jingling chainmail, weapons
So can
coming
I?
down towards the room where you guys are currently.
So I'm gonna go besides the door, and I'm gonna raise my hammer so I can smash at least 2 or 3 of them when they try to come in.
All right, so you can basically ambush them as they come through the door.
Nope.
All right. Enemy's turn. They just keep on marching down the corridor in tight lockstep, keeping eye searching next to them, up above, methodically, having
No,
the
I'm
mages
gonna-
check everything.
Try and rage now. Does it
You can't battle a werewolf unless you're actually in combat.
So I'm gonna just enrage when I see them.
It's all good. All right, Kolvar.
Hello.
You see now the men outside the door have abruptly broken up before. Once you fired your crossbow, at some disturbance from inside. You glance behind you. Make a perception check for me, please, while you're hauling ass through the woods away from these guys.
Ba 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 ba. 16.
You spot 7 shapes closing in a V shape towards you from the picket line. One of them panting a little bit. He appears to be the one that you wounded on the cart. All heading towards you in the jungle. What would you like to try and do?
I'm gonna continue. It's like this rain. Is it like causing an effect similar to an actual monsoon rain?
It's almost, yeah, almost.
So this shit's like a swampy hellhole now.
Everything is turning into a swampy
Would this be
marshland at the
difficult
moment.
terrain?
It's going to be very soon,
Good,
within a round or
because I
two, yeah.
ignore that. So I'm gonna stealth and just keep fucking running.
Right, make a stealth check for me with disadvantage since you're trying to haul ass while doing it.
With disadvantage.
You're trying to run full speed while trying to shake off 7 people chasing you.
10.
The rain helps, but remember they also have trackers out.
Do I still have pass rat traits on?
You didn't take any damage, so yes, you do. It lasts up to an
then
hour.
That's fine. That's 20.
20. Alright. One of them points to you as you duck behind a tree to try and break line of sight, and it seems like they all changed course to try and pace with you. It looks like they saw you.
Right.
And you can see the distance slowly but surely closing as they use their actions to dash and run and dash some more. Alrighty. Okay, that's enemies, that's Kolvar. Druss, you and Elros, I'm just going to merge your 2 turns for now. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to open the window.
Yeah, we're still going to follow a plan we actually made before, so we're going out of the window.
Fine. There's
All
40
right.
of them. Come on.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, fucking weaklings.
Put your shoulder to the window. It takes a bit of force. You know, this one having been closed for a very long time. The door frame having swollen a bit. And you manage to actually push it open slowly with a scraping sound, creating enough of a clearance to flip yourselves out the window to outside. I know you're going to use your turn now to follow
Yeah.
them instead.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, it drops you down here. Alrighty.
Remember, I can move 40 feet.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you guys pop out the window. Your boots squelching into the rain. I'm assuming you want to maintain your stealth. I would like you guys to make a stealth check for me, please. You two being invisible, so you get like fucking huge bonuses. Okay, I'm not even going to bother counting that because it's dumb.
What are those bonuses?
It's huge. So it's like, yeah, you'll have like in the upper 30s. It's fine.
Okay. After we get out, I'm actually just going to close the window, so it doesn't look like it's obvious we've just hopped out yet.
All right. Try and force the window closed. A little bit of the rain having splashed inside. And you are also outside now. And what did you roll for your stealth?
19.
Already seen you guys yet.
You have a plus.
All right. The three of you are crouched in front of the window. They haven't quite got to the room yet. We'll get to that next turn.
Okay.
There are pickets here out in the woodland. Okay, not that you guys can see them from where you are currently, but yes, the entire area. Kolvar, when you use the census, the entire area outside is every 50 to 100 feet has got people outside looking at the castle.
Okay.
But luckily,
Are
the
there people-
mist and rain are serving to hide you at the moment.
Are there people in the main courtyard area, or where they were set up for an ambush?
What's the
are there people
smallest group?
around Ben?
There's nobody with Ben at the moment. It looked like that area is completely deserted. Everybody having gone inside or run after who you can only assume to be Kolvar deeper into the woods.
Here's an idea. We know that the majority of them are now in the house. It's quite loud, so we know it's hopefully it's unlikely that the people outside will be able to call easily to the people inside. So, Elros, why don't you go and get Ben, because you're invisible. Me, Berkey, and when Maccabee joins us, we will head to the left, further onto the left, and start taking on any people we find in the picket line.
Also, you're invisible as well, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's just I can go ahead and I can tell Berkey when he's going to get to murder someone. And if we can, we'll try and meet up with Kolvar. But when you get Ben, just left. Go left.
Left? Go left.
Yeah.
Because I can't make.
That's
Ben
west.
Okay, but I'll go to Ben. I'll see if I can make him go left.
That's just, I don't know. Anyone else have any plans?
No, that was pretty much what I was thinking. Just get Ben.
All right.
Cool. You get Ben along, and we'll start trying to help Kolvar by murdering some of the people that are outside here.
Elros, you splash your way across carefully to Ben. You two should start heading to the west. Mackleby. It sounds like the sounds of the troops approaching are almost at your door. What would you like to do?
Tightly packed, you said.
They are quite tightly packed. I mean, the corridor itself is probably about 10 feet wide, but there are almost 20 of them in about 4 ranks moving in.
Hold my action.
All right. Okay, Jukta casts something. It's fine. All right. The room that you're in, so for reference sake, this is where the ingress point would be into the room, Mackleby. You're looking out through the window there. The doors swing open, and you see a group of large crowd of men behind it. Some of them dwarvish, some of them human, some of them elves. All of them heavily armored. And as soon as they open the door, goes, "Yeah, we got one of them!" And you hear somebody behind them, "Quickly take him." And the men start moving inside the room.
I fire
weapons drawn.
Eldritch Blast with force.
All right. Roll
At
to
the
attack.
first 2 people coming through the door.
All right.
So are you trying to domino them?
Yes. It's a 17 or 15.
It hits. Roll for the second blast. What level? You are what level at the moment? 5, right?
Yes, 5.
Roll a d20 and then add a 5 to it for me.
Ooh.
15.
The Eldritch blasts hit the first man coming through the door in the chest, and you see a bright blue glow, and it splashes harmlessly off of him, scattering to the sides, blowing apart little chunks of concrete from the wall as they move relentlessly into the room.
I'm probably dead.
Jump out the window.
Action
Fly
movie
away.
shot!
Yeah.
Whilst you're Eldritch blasting, you were diving backwards. Out the window.
Shot 2.
Like the
Shot
John
Ooh.
Woo plays.
Firing Eldritch blast from finger guns.
Yeah, he was basically, akimboing it because you're firing 2 blasts. He's basically.
He was literally
John
flying
Wooing it
across the room
backwards.
sideways, doing finger guns like a John Woo movie.
Out the window.
Yeah, imagine he was playing Max Payne.
Mac
Yeah,
will be
so
paid.
what? So the first one just splashed off. What about the second one?
Make a caster level check for me again.
$18.
Psh, shatters. It looks like they came prepared.
This isn't good for old Maccabee.
And you recall the group of mages outside and Jukta's order to smother the magic.
No, I knew it was there. I just didn't know what would happen.
No, I'm just saying in character you recall them mentioning this.
Shit.
Run.
Jump out the
Window.
window.
There's nowhere to run.
Out the window.
I swear, we keep on saying out the window and it's a storm.
Okay, I'll just fucking jump out. The
Remember,
window.
you're talking to the same person who took on a whole bar full of lowlifes and then dove behind the bar counter.
And then threaten to fire on them all. Yeah, I forget.
Come on, Maccabee. Run. Live.
Let's see if I can climb out the window.
All right, throw your shoulder into it, try and push it open. Manage
I thought it
to
was-
just creak it open. Hey,
Wasn't it already open? This is the same one that you went
No,
through.
they closed it when they left.
close
Is
this.
this? No. Isn't
Oh no,
this-
Macabee's in a completely different room.
Different room. I'm just saying they closed the other one as well behind them. Mackleby strains to push the window open, and one of the men dives inside to try and make a grab for you as you pull yourself out and fall smack into the rain outside. You spot Burke standing quite a bit further away from you, but down the same wing of this palace outside. Of Elros and Dras, you see nothing. The enemies are going to run inside the room. A couple of them are going to spread out and try and take some shots at you. So we need more dice.
I didn't like that sound.
Here, let me empty my
how-
whole bag of dice.
How far away was I away from
From Mackleby
Mackleby?
currently, probably about
Yeah.
130 feet.
I
I yell at them.
they
Keep
know.
moving.
No, I'm run to you. I run to you. And
Beautiful plans.
Oh,
Come
man.
to me.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
because I run fucking fast with it. I'm just gonna pick him up like a baby and run to safety because he only runs 20 feet. 25
Well, he's about to
feet a
get
second.
shot a
I
lot
run
first.
40.
Yeah,
So-
no, don't.
The men start sticking their crossbows out outside, firing down at you. Due to
Yeah,
the
the
awkward
one-
angle and the rain.
The
what's
one
your
thing
armor
I can
class?
do, I can't do anything about. So just run.
What are you doing armor class wise, Mackleby?
12.
12. Bolts all around you slam into the soft dirt. Only one of them finding purchase. Dealing 3 points of damage. As it just grazes you going over the top of your shoulder, cutting open your clothing. Leaving hot blood suddenly running down the side of your arm, but otherwise you're relatively intact.
Run.
Kolvar, you see nothing except the rain and the brush and the sound of your own breathing and the heartbeat in your ears as you're getting chased. What are you doing?
I'm continuing to run away at speed.
All right. So you're just hauling ass straight away from these guys.
Yes.
Are you going to attempt to stealth again, or are you just going to try straight up dashing this time and see if you can get further away?
I will dash. Yeah, I'll just dash. That's pretty much if I dash.
Try and
that's
make
what I
some
can do.
space and then try and hide.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so not going to bother with stealth. Let's see if these guys spot you in the rain. They're still okay. They're still trying to keep pace with you, but it looks like they're having a hard time tracking you through the rain, slowing a little bit as they try and catch your trail again. Okay, Burke. You see Mackleby, crossbow bolt thudding down into the sand and dirt around him. What are you doing?
I'm running towards him.
Okay, you start hauling ass, running towards Mackleby.
No, I yell at him.
Just go. I can get out of here. Go.
Gets down the Burke now. He has bloodlust.
Burke. Alrighty, Druss. You see Burke hauling ass towards Mackleby. Elros, you're still heading towards George Ben, right? Okay, so you running over there, splashing in the mud. Druss, what are you doing?
Well, I'm first going to Sai, a world-weary.
Sorry, can everybody put their models on the table just so I can get a self-reference here quickly? So Burke is hauling ass down here to try and get to Mackleby. Mackleby is... Kolvar, yeah, he's fucking up there somewhere. Druss is going in that direction. Where's Elros? Elros is over here heading towards Ben.
Wherever Ben is.
And
Ben
Mackleby's
thinks
over
it's
here. Okay, good job. Okay. So,
I'm just gonna give Berkey a little just shot and be like, catch up when you get a hold of Mackleby. Then I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
start
start-
heading out there as per the plan.
Wait,
if I can start,
Airbnbs.
if I can start, like, where is Kolvar in relation to all of us?
you don't know. You have no idea.
Far
Originally,
away.
he went this way, but Kolvar circled around all the way to this side, but you don't know that, obviously.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head west then, and then I'm going to try and murder anyone I find.
Alrighty. Make a stealth check for me, just to stay hidden, try and conserve your sound. I mean, they can't see you, but I mean, they might still hear you, even though the rain and everything makes that unlikely.
10 plus
So-
the bonuses.
Okay, so you start jogging down the rain, and you start seeing here and there the shapes of sentries now alertly peering at the palace walls, although it doesn't look like they've spotted you just yet.
How many do I see?
In your current peripheral vision, just 2, spread about 50 feet apart.
Cool. I suppose this is the rest of my turn, but my plan is I'm gonna carry on heading slightly more to see if I can find any more, and then I'm gonna ambush one of them with malicious intent.
Okay, their turn. Jukta uses message to send a message to the other group. You guys see a bright red light. It looks like 4 triangles, almost like a kite shape, appear northeast of the castle. Kolvar, the world around you suddenly lit up by a dull red glow from above as your pursuers send up a signal light.
Oh shit!
The rest of the group.
Actually,
Okay,
no,
so that's
that's
Duke's
good.
turn. Mackleby, you're outside. There are crossbow bolts embedded in the ground around you. You can see some of the men are climbing out of the window. Others are firing down at you from the adjacent windows. But
Run,
their
you
numbers are working
fool!
against them at the moment. They can't seem to all get out to you very quickly. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Oh shit. That does. Big ass movement, right?
This spell allows you to move at incredible pace. When you cast a spell, then as a bonus action, on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take a dash action.
Oh shit!
Oh shit. Alrighty.
When I see that, I'll turn around and run the other direction.
You don't know what he cast. You're fucking
When I
prepared.
see him like run this fucking fast,
You
towards
see him.
me-
You see him cast something, and then suddenly Mac will be standing next to you.
Yeah.
Well,
and
not
I-
so
Time
much
to go.
standing, as in just like, next
Passing
but
by.
moving in the opposite
Meow.
direction.
On the way past him, I mage slap him.
Me-
Move
me-
your ass.
You feel a shaboom, and it's like a glitter trail following him as he goes past you. All right.
had a plan.
Enemy's
No.
turn. The men in front are gonna try and get out. Okay, so 3 of them hop out from the window. Let me just grab something to represent them quickly.
Why am I below everybody on the list there?
Because you held your action, it automatically moves you down initiative until you take that action.
I think you should just run like a bitch.
I'm running like a bitch now.
3 of the enemies jump out the window, landing with a thud, knees bending with the weight of their armor, and immediately look around and then turn towards you, Mackleby, and start running after you, much slower than you.
Come on, boys. See if you can keep up.
Okay, the one around the window, 2 of them are going to lean out from the windows and try and fire at you. Crossbow bolts thunking into the sand and dirt around you, missing you by mere inches. Kolvar,
Hi.
behind you, you're now bathed in red light, clearly silhouetted in the darkness. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna take a run and then a stealthy.
Okay, roll behind a tree, try and just break line of sight. Stealth check for me, please.
Whee!
These guys will make their opposed perception to try and spot you.
Do I still have pass without traits?
It lasts for an hour, so unless you
So,
take damage
okay,
and have to
then
make a concentration check, you know,
21.
gonna stay. 21. These guys have got plus perception plus 5. 21. They spot you.
Shit.
They start closing in on you. Running now with an easy lope, having settled into this strenuous chase. Looks like they're well used to running down targets. You see one of them raise a crossbow, fire at you. Armor class?
16. Plus whatever this fucking tree is.
Half cover, so it's plus 2, I think. Plus his attack bonus. Crossbow bolt. Thunks into your leg.
Ow!
Take 9 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
It explodes through your calf, giving you a lovely decoration. Right. That's the enemy's turn, Kolvar's turn. Burke, little gnomish friend is hauling ass past you. What are you doing?
I just turn around and then I haul ass in the same direction my friends go.
Okay, both of you start pacing that direction. Druss, you carry on moving quietly, using the invisibility to the best effect you can. And you see one of the sentries is kind of standing on tippy toe, you know, looking around, trying to get a better angle, but not deserting his position, trying to get a look at the palace walls, but he clearly has not seen you.
Do I see anyone else?
Like I said, about 50 feet to his right,
Just the
you
one guy.
see another one. Just one, yeah.
Fine. I want to sneak up right behind him and then thunk him.
Alrighty, make a thunk for me. I'm gonna make it so that you don't even bother rolling for this one because he's completely unaware of you. He doesn't even know that you're there, and you're invisible.
Okay.
Just
Does
roll.
that mean I automatically hit with both of my attacks?
For the first one, just roll for the second one as normal as he flinches from the hit.
Plus, you
So-
know, attacking breaks your invisibility.
Well, that is 19, I think. No.
I just
20.
realized these something
Yeah,
really funny.
20.
Okay, that's a hit. Wham! Wham! Weapon slams
Fine.
into them. Roll damage.
The first one does 10.
Okay,
Second one does 11.
21 points of damage. You see him just crumple. She just bashed the back of his skull in, and he just falls forward with a splash into the mud, unmoving. And his buddy notices nothing because he rolled a 2.
Oh, Lord.
Well, everyone knows that dwarves are the stealthy killers.
Alros,
Nobody
your turn.
expects a self-dwarf.
You make your way over to Ben. You can see his antenna wave a little bit, and he's looking around with what appears to be a look of confusion. He can smell you, but he can't see you. What are you doing?
Well, first I kind of want to carefully pet him so he knows I'm there. So he doesn't.
You see Ben start looking around wildly at the source of the petting. Antenna waving madly. The mandibles
kind of
clacking a
retreat.
little bit.
Try and calm him down a little bit. Actually, no, it doesn't matter at this point because you know I'm going to try and make this giant fucking beetle move, so I break myself.
Make
so
it
he can see me.
Make a handle animal check.
Oh lord, what is even handle animal? I don't even know. Oh, it's plus. No. Yeah, not good with beetles, it seems.
Not so much.
Yeah,
You
that's
haul
fine.
on the reins a little bit, trying to get him to move, but he's just like, nope, having none of that.
God damn it.
Anything else you want to do?
No, getting Ben to move is probably what I'm trying to do here.
Alrighty. Jukta's turn. A few more of the men jump down outside. A couple of the crossbowmen. Mage. And they set off after you guys. Running to try and catch up to you lots. Mackleby, what are you doing? He's still just hauling ass to the west as well, eh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get over to Ben.
All right. To
Actually,
Ben.
do you not have stuck magic that you could use on them that's not directed at them?
Wait, are you running back towards them?
Around.
So you want to like run around here,
Yep.
and then to Ben.
They have anti-magic mages, so I can't do anything to them.
Well,
Like,
but you
I'm
could do
neutered.
things. But could you do things to the ground? Like I don't know how anti magic works against like earthquake. I know you haven't got that, but you know what I mean. Or fireball. You know, things that aren't directed at, but at an area.
No. I'm not a combat mage so much.
Okay.
That'll be your turn. Are you
oh,
holding ass towards towards Ben, or are you holding ass towards where Burke was heading? Or are you doing something completely different?
Well, all my ideas are bad. So let's see. I'm going to try to. My focus is to try to get to Ben, but I also want to help my guys get away as well. Shoot. So we're running by the walls.
Well, towards the west, basically, which is to
Yeah.
the left.
Can I try to shoot up some ruts in the ground behind us with Eldritch Blast, trying to make it so it's hazardous or harder to chase us?
It's not really. It doesn't really carry like. It's not really Eldritch Blast's thing. I mean, you can try, but I don't know necessarily how effective it would be.
That's force magic. That's what I'm thinking. Try to just.
No, I realize it's just it's not really what Eldritch Blast does. There are spells specific to shape the earth and that kind of thing. And I mean, it is quite wet, you know, and the dirt is starting to turn into like a muddy lake from the downpour. So I don't know. I mean, you're welcome to try. We could see if it's effective, but I honestly can't say.
A minor illusion isn't anything that moves.
I mean, you could always put up a piece of cover in between you and them, so they can't shoot at you. So they can't see through it.
So we're running.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me see something.
Or you could just expeditiously retreat your ass because you move quite quickly with that active.
Yeah. I'm going to continue to run, and I can perform a dash. So I will do a bonus action dash.
All right.
Can you double dash?
Well, you can move up to your full movement and then use your bonus action to dash with expeditious retreat.
Yep. So I would have just moved 70. What's dash? Dash is your.
Double.
So it's basically you'll be double your movement speed.
So that's 50 feet. Okay.
All right. So you're heading west, right?
This
Kolvar.
character.
Hi.
It's like my one thing I can do. I can't do
Yes.
anything, so he's useless.
They are very well prepared. Kolvar.
Hello.
I'll get you in a moment, Dine. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna.
You have a crossbow bolt through your calf at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna run to the next tree ahead of me with my full movement to get to a tree,
Right.
and then I'm gonna turn around and take a shot at the closest pursuer.
All right. Make a attack roll for me.
Whee!
Oh,
for
why the
fuck's
fours? All of the fours!
11. Get the fuck out, dice.
4s for days. Alrighty.
Seriously.
Arrow crossbow bolt passes near the guy's ear, but unfortunately, due to the downpour, misses.
Yeah, So I'm just gonna stay behind this tree.
Alrighty. Okay, Ein. Burke, what are you doing? Your mate, Mackleby, is just old ass past you. What are you doing?
I'm keep running now. Still run faster than all those guys.
Okay, so you're running. Okay, so you're just running, hey? Druss. You are now visible. There's a dead sentry at your feet. There's another one to your left, and probably more around you in the trees. What are you going to do?
I'm going to sneak towards the one on my left, but I'm going to come and try try and come around behind him.
Alright, make a stealth check for me. It's only the rain to aid you in this particular case, and
Do I
plus
still
10
have
from
the pass without a trace on me?
you do.
Then it's 15.
Actually, sorry, Kolvar, make a concentration
yeah.
check for me since you got hit.
Let's use a different dice. That's not that piece of shit.
It's a Constitution saving throw. You guys feel a tingle as the magic dissipates. So yeah, it'll just be straight your roll, Matt.
And that's 5.
Cling, clang, clong, clong, clong. The stealthy dwarf sneaks up on the sentry.
Well, they thunder and lightning, so I'm just gonna hope.
You're just gonna hope. Oh my god. What? Well, you rolled a 3. But.
I am like a shadow.
But.
into the night.
He has plus 5 to his perception, so that's 8.
Oh,
As you sneak up to him, turns around, spots you,
And you get
points his
extra
finger at you, and as you expect a bolt of magic to come flying at you, instead you see the area suddenly bathed, flickering red light, as 4 red triangles go up above your position.
What was that?
He basically used a dancing light spell.
And what is that?
It's literally just create some lights, and they're
Yeah,
using it as long-range communication. It doesn't actually do anything to you.
Is that a beam array or a projectile?
No, it's not actually cast at you. It's just like 100 feet up in the air above you.
Well, I'm gonna murder this mage, and I'm gonna enjoy doing it.
Alrighty. Roll to attack. Not one surprise though, so just normal rolls, unfortunately. Wow, you guys have managed to really spread out.
Nine.
Holy shit.
Really? What?
I said you guys are really spread out. It's a miss on the first one.
And 25.
That's definitely a hit. Very, very hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn.
our rolls are like absolute fucking alpha.
And that was 9 hit points.
9 damage. Alright, he kind of like folds up around the weapon with a oof, and stumbles backwards from you drawing his sword in return and getting ready to retaliate.
Does he have
okay.
to make a concentration check?
Nope. It's literally like they use it like a flare. So once it's cast, it's kind of like
Dancing lights?
its purpose is served kind of thing once it's been cast.
So it goes away?
Yep. Alrighty. Okay, so that is thrust done. Elros, you have a very taciturn beetle that is not in the mood for anybody's shit since people have been standing on his back and rooting around on him the whole day. Well, for the last couple hours. What are you doing?
Still trying to make him move, giving him old sugar and whatever sugar water I know we need to give him.
What are you saying to Ben to convince him?
Come on, we need to get to Meckleby. Meckleby's in danger. We need help him.
Make a animal handling check for me to see if you can persuade him.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
You see, ears
I-
perk up
this
at the
is-
name of Mackleby, and he looks at you a little bit, but it doesn't look like he's inclined to follow you just yet. If only you had a ranger with him. Alrighty. Jukta's turn. He's going to hop out as well. Into the outside, along with 2 more of the mages.
Frustrating.
Okay, these guys are still hauling ass after you guys. Trying to catch up. Okay,
Gotta try
so
to regroup on account of
Meckleby.
the rest of this is bullshit.
what are you doing, Mackleby?
I'm messaging everybody, so we got to try to regroup.
Elros. So I'm just going to move these guys up a little bit. While you're busy with Mackleby, you see people start filing out of the front door, running out. Looks like the other half of the party that you saw in the illusion upstairs, that was in the other wing, starts filing out as well.
We don't have a chance.
Start filing out the door. All right. Mackleby, what you doing?
Dashing. I mean, what the fuck can I do? I can't do anything.
Okay, you run, and as you run past, you see Druss engaged in combat with one of the sentries.
Oh, as I am running very fast, I will shoot a Eldritch Clash at whoever he's fighting.
Alrighty, roll to hit.
Drive by.
Drive by.
Drive-by.
Oh no, he's killed me.
That would be funny.
3, that's a 9, and a fucking bullshit dice. 14.
14. Burst blast. The heavy rain making it difficult to see, especially with all the mist. As the blast narrowly missed you and Druss, casting in between him and the middle of the combatant who are currently trading blows. Enemy turn is done. Kolvar,
Hi.
what are you doing?
Um.
You're behind a tree. The men are now spread out and slowly approaching, weapons raised.
Right, I'm gonna like behind this tree. I'm gonna stealth again.
All right.
We stealth. Yeah.
Oh,
every
what the
dice. Every
hell,
dice is
man?
awful. So that's a 10.
All right.
And realizing that that's not worked, I'm just gonna fucking leg it.
Yeah, we just keep getting fucked by the dice.
Yeah,
Uh,
the
well-
dice are really
Oh, well.
fucking us
Well,
today.
if it makes you feel any better, they rolled a 2, so plus 5, that's 7.
Doesn't.
They do not spot you.
Oh shit! I'm gonna fucking run and like beeline off to the left.
Okay. Are you gonna move stealthily or are you gonna run?
Yeah, I'm using my stealth and I can stealth.
Power
move
walking.
I move at a normal pace when stealthed, and in the wilderness and on my own.
Okay. So you're power walking your way away quietly, just to swing around back to the west side.
Moving like you're really constipated.
Yeah, so I just want to go
Fuck.
out around there and back.
You see Druss is fighting somebody. And before you, out of the rain, you almost run into them. Steps a man in weather armor wearing a dark cloak and immediately takes a swing at you with a battle axe. And rolls a 3, so never mind. Burke, your turn. Man is currently swinging a battle axe at you and just missed. What are you doing?
At me.
At you.
Gotta get
I
more.
laugh and I enrage and I beat them down.
Roll your attacks. I feel kind of sorry for this poor ranger.
I do not, on the other hand.
Sorry, that was
Even-
hint, by the way.
Time.
Oh shit! It's plus 7 though. So
Is that?
13.
13. Okay, so swing the weapon at him and he ducks under it, avoiding the hammer.
do another one then.
Mhm.
That was not a roll. Sorry.
Okay, just press R and it'll automatically flip. Much easier.
That's
Plus 7, right?
21.
That's it. And add your rage damage and your strength damage and your all the things. All the things.
This is the 8 one with a big. Yeah, this one. All right.
The 8s are these.
8's
Whoops.
double pyramids.
Double turns. Okay.
Double bonkai.
One. Okay, that was 8. One.
There's nothing in between. It's either max roll or 0 rolls.
Yeah,
Okay, so
this
it's
is
9
where-
plus what's your strength bonus?
I think it's 7. Oh, my strength bonus. Let me open it here up.
And don't you have a bonus from a rage as well?
Yeah, it's plus 7
When you're
for a
raging.
saving throw. Sorry. It's plus 4. I have usually, but the plus 2 attack bonus is 7. My enrage gives me advantage on strength checks and
Okay, so it's 9 plus your strength. How much is your strength, Hein?
it's plus 4.
Plus 4. So it's 9 plus 4 is 13, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. Wham! Hammer slams into the guy's stomach, lifting him up a little bit off the ground, cracking a couple of his ribs, but he remains standing. Okay. Druss. Gentleman is going to take a swing at you. Armor class?
21.
21. Blade passes harmlessly over your head, makes a second attack. Kong! Bounces off your shield. Your turn. What are you doing?
Ah, laddie. Now it's my turn. I'm going to hit him some more.
All right. Those
I
2
don't know
attacks
what
count.
the word turn means in this situation, but okay.
I'm so confused.
The first one, the first one is 16.
That's a hit. Second one.
Did he die?
Did he die?
He died.
Yeah, he died.
He died. Okay, I'm just gonna roll damage for him just to keep this moving for the time being. It's a 9 plus, what's his strength bonus? I'm assuming at least +3. Okay, so that guy gets wham, crumpled to the ground. He is down for the count. So that's Thrus's guy done. Elros, Beetle, what do?
I'm still trying to get the beetle moving. Fucking beetle.
They can sense hostility.
Oh, go fuck yourself. This is like, I've only been rolling 4s. Fuck this.
We've all rolled a lot of 4s today.
Get yourself a new dice.
Only 4! Literally every fucking time. 4.
Okay. Oh my god. Alright, so. Damn, son. Okay. Beetle's still extremely stubborn. You hear a shout, and the group that's coming out of the door points at you, and they start running at you.
Nope. Shit.
A few of the crossbowmen take careful aim over the heads of their compatriots. And take aim and fire at you. What's your current armor class?
12. Crits immediately.
I didn't want to say anything, but I did roll 2 natural 20s and a 19.
Yeah, I knew. I'm fucked.
Yeah,
This-
why-
By
yeah.
Elros. Elros is dead already.
Yeah.
That's okay. They're just crossbows.
No.
Okay, so
I
light
have-
crossbows.
Maccabee has more hit points than he does.
I'm sure it'll be fine. 7 1's 8. +1. Well, 2 of them rolled double ones if that makes you happy.
It doesn't.
7 plus 5
None of this makes us
is
happy.
12 plus 2 is 14.
Oh wow, cutting it so close.
5 is 19 points of damage.
Oh, so close.
As the crossbow bolts thunk, 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 start hammering into you. The mages raise their hands. You see a bright blue glow envelope one of them. And it arcs over to you almost like a liquid fountain of blue ethereal fire.
I'm being attacked by a spell.
Yes, you are.
Counter spell.
Counterspell. All right. And it automatically counters anything a 3rd level or lower, right?
Yes.
You see the enemy spell splash harmlessly against a circular half dome around you, doing nothing. And that's their turn. Actually, wait, there's 2 mages. Never mind. Let's just use the other one.
Oh.
Oh, wow, that's really awful. I don't actually think this guy's actually going to manage anything because that was a fucking terrible roll.
Yay.
That quickly, I just want to see that. Okay, so lady, I need you.
Yes.
Okay, so I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, of course.
6.
Consciousness leaves you and you just hit the ground.
Of course.
God.
Okay. That's Elros is down for the count. Okay.
The
Jupiter
table
takes
rolled
his
better than
turn.
you.
Table rolled
Dropping
better
it
than
off
you.
the table rolled better.
Mackleby, you see somebody, you see Dras's combatant get felled by him. You see the other one is still fighting Burke at the moment, and behind you, the crowd of men are still running up to close the gap. What are you doing?
I yell to Burke, "Get moving!"
Get moving. We need to regroup. Get the band.
And I will shoot an Eldritch Bolt at the person he's fighting with force.
Alright. Roll damage. Or roll to hit and then roll damage.
Yeah. Fuck all this. This is just not fun. That sucks. Oh, there we go.
That's the way it
One of
goes
them
sometimes.
There you go.
You
You,
know,
just say, oh shit.
Yay! You fired and hit with a crit with the second one. Roll damage. Double dice.
Better get thrown back 30 feet.
Isn't it just 10 feet for a repelling blast?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
it doesn't
critical.
really matter with the amount of damage you rolled, he's dead. His
And
corpse
then I
is
dash trying to get towards Ben.
He was mine!
Burke is just like, why? Falling to his knees in the rain and the mud. It's so sad that he didn't.
Stolen from me!
A mage hand's pimp smacker.
Move your ass.
Has Bert killed anything in this whole campaign?
Yeah, he's killed plenty.
Okay.
All of you for one.
Oh.
Okay, so the poor guy goes down. Okay. Okay. Dras, the combatant you were engaged with in his dead, I just finished rolling damage for you, because just to keep things moving. You there?
Nope,
Dros?
still dead.
Okay. Are you muted?
He has no
Um,
mouth, but he must scream.
Alrighty. So, Burke, you and Mackleby still have a horde of people running after you, and crossbow bolts are now sailing overhead, rattling down around you.
Please don't.
Most
run
of them
away.
missing you. Kolvar.
Hello.
Okay, you seem to have juked your opponents. They're like 15 feet behind you, looking around the brush for signs of you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna continue to stealth off over to the west.
Straight stealth check for me, please.
Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please don't be 4.
Is that a 4?
That
I'm
was a
telling
4.
you, you're like rolled like 54s this fucking entire
What's
thing.
your what's your stealth bonus?
So that's 11 in total.
I say we should like say 20 doesn't crit, but 4 does, because you know, been rolling 4s.
Well,
And
they
then
look around
suddenly,
behind
after
you.
we do that, we start like rolling 20s forever.
They haven't found you just yet.
Oh, good.
Most of them are spreading out. A couple of them are going in the opposite direction of you now, trying to see where you're headed.
I got a question. When there's like firing bolts at me like that, does my danger sense kick in?
It may if you're about to be hit, yes. But that's mostly for reflex saves, isn't it?
Dex
It's
save
for reflex
throws.
saves.
Dexterity saves, yeah. So if
Yeah,
you
makes
were to like avoid traps or things like that, that would be of great aid to you. All right. Is Matt back yet, or is he still disconnected? No, he's disconnected. That's a pretty succinct answer.
I can think
okay.
for him. If he can see an enemy, he'll attack it. If not, he'll run away.
Burke, behind you, the crowd's still approaching. In front of you, you don't see any other sentries at the moment. What do you want to
I
do?
run the direction I was told to go for the feet.
Okay, you keep hauling ass, dashing with the thing. Dras is going to move to join you guys, jogging to keep pace with you. Elros, you're not there because you're unconscious.
Can like do like a willpower save to try and knock it out for something? Isn't that a thing?
Let me have a look. You get a successive one each turn. No, it's only unless you get slapped, take damage, the spell ends, or you awake naturally. So
Does Ben
Ah.
hit him?
let's see. No. Alrighty. So there's men spreading out that side.
Damn
Jukta
you,
is still
Ben.
following this side. Okay, these guys are going to try and sprint to catch up with you guys, but they're lagging behind because these are just normal guys and not rangers. Don't have no magics boosting their speed. Okay. Mackleby,
Mhm.
where you going? What you doing?
Trying to get to Ben.
So you're going to try and circle back towards them?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how we were. My entire time I've been trying to get to Ben, but I can't leave these guys to die.
It's a horde of goblins 2.0.
Yeah. I'm frustrated because like 99% of what I can do, I can't do.
You just exploded a guy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Think outside
what
the
do you
box.
guys plan for?
So we still have
Using-
the guys still chasing us, right?
Yep, the guys that were indoors in the room with you originally, yeah.
Have they like reached the tree line yet?
Almost. They're probably going to be reaching it in the next round or so.
Okay, so the two guys in front, I want to try to stagger them or make them stumble and hinder the people behind them
Okay, with
with
what?
Eldritch Blast with force.
Bear in mind it's the same guys that were inside, eh?
Trash. What else could you shoot that's not a person? that
What
would
do you mean?
achieve the same thing.
There's nothing, right? There's nothing else here.
If you wait a little bit till you get in the tree line, you can maybe try and blow a tree apart or something.
Yeah. Because it's either Eldritch Blast or Dash. I mean, I can't do anything else. It's useless in this scenario.
Okay, so you guys are just dashing, eh?
Yep.
Alright. Enemies move up. A few of them take pot shots at Dras and Burke, being the largest targets there. 2, that's an 8, it's a natural 20 and a 5. Dice are like really fucked up today.
They
Yeah,
really
you
are.
rolled 1,000% more natural 20s than we have.
Actually, I haven't, but bear in mind how many dice I roll around. I just rolled a 2, a 5, and an 8, and a 20 out of 4 dice.
Technically speaking, you have rolled infinitely more because we haven't rolled a single crit.
Wow, we rolled
No,
some
I
20s,
did.
Yeah, you have.
just not in
Oh,
combat.
We rolled.
Actually, yeah, Trash rolled one, so
In combat and out of combat, yeah.
Yeah. we've had a few.
Okay.
Jithar, are you back? Is your mic
Yeah, he's-
unmuted?
Oh my gosh, I have to do like a whole restart and everything.
Okay, I just assumed after you killed your guy, you went to join Burke and Backleby, because you guys are making your way west. Is that
That's
correct?
fine. That's perfect.
All right. Okay, crossbow bolt comes swinging down from the back, punches into the back of Drust just in time for him to reconnect. Where'd my D8 go? Dealing 8 points of damage as it punches into the back of your armor, up high into your shoulder, and you can feel it grating against the bone.
To be
Staggering
honest,
you,
I
but
never
keeping you on your
actually
feet.
believe you when you say anything against me because I got 21 AC.
It was a nat 20.
I still don't believe you.
Okay, well, it happens regardless. Okay, so that's the enemies. Kolvar,
I am
they seem to
continuing
have missed you
stealth.
for the moment. You're just going to carry on making your way to the west.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you're making your way west. Burke, what are you guys going to? What's your plan of action, Burke? What are you guys doing?
I'm just following the fastest one.
Okay, you just carry on running so you guys can get to the tree line and maybe get some cover.
Yep.
All right. Dras, I'm assuming you're doing the same. You guys are all just keeping pace, running to the west. A horde of enemies following you.
Well, I don't see any other really doable alternative. So yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys run, and into the woods. Trees springing up around you guys. More brush to use for cover. Fallen logs, large rocks, moss, ferns, that kind of thing.
How
Giving
do you
you
use
some
moss
cover.
for cover?
Carefully. If you're Kolvar, anything is cover. Okay, Elros is still unconscious. Jukta can't cast anything this round. Okay, Mackleby, you make it into the tree line. Breathing hard. A horde of people on your heels. What would you like to do? I'm just going to clear the map for sake of ease for now.
Right. See if I can.
So if this is the tree line you guys have been running towards, you guys just run into the first of the trees now.
Okay. Now I might be able to do something. Try to create some sort of obstruction to make it harder to get us. I can use Eldritch Blast, I guess, maybe to blow some trees up or something.
Crush them.
Okay, you're gonna wait until they basically follow you inside.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll
so you're
keep
just gonna-
moving. Keep
Just keep
moving.
moving
that-
in deeper.
And because I want to try to get over to Ben.
All right, Ben is like over here, like half a kilometer that way, basically.
I can keep going for 10
Um,
minutes.
That's fine. I'm just saying it's quite a lot of people over there. Okay, so that's you. The enemies are still running towards you guys to get to the tree line. Kolvar, you're just making your way that way, right? Towards the west. Kolvar's dead. I'm just going to assume that's a yes. Okay, Ian,
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
you
I
run
just-
to the tree line as well?
Yeah, I'm still running.
Okay, you're just hauling ass towards the west. Okay, make a stealth check for me to see if you avoid the other sentries in between where you were and the point that you're heading to.
Me or Kolvar?
No, Kolvar. I'm asking what are you doing so long, Burke, while we wait for Kolvar to roll?
Am I rolling stealth, yeah?
Yep.
18.
one. They don't see shit. Okay, Berk, what are you doing?
I'm keeping running until I get to the cover.
Okay, yeah, you're in the tree line now. You're just basically heading in deeper with Mackleby, right?
Yeah. I will, try to, find a suitable position to do an ambush if we're gonna fight.
Okay, Taras, what are you doing? Just same thing, just running into the tree line, getting ready for a fight kind of thing.
While I'm doing this, I'm thinking, do we know any? What does the terrain look like here? Other than forest.
Uneven. A lot of gullies, and that kind of thing, crisscrossing the valley floor. Other than that, footing underneath, slick, lots of mud, water from the rain. Sucking at your boots. Trees
My
around you
question
provide
is,
a little bit of cover from
How do
range.
we get out of this?
We know that there was an orc tribe nearby, didn't we?
There's a couple of orc tribes in the area, yeah?
Yeah, have we got any indication? Have we seen anything? I suppose we have to wait for Colbo to get to ask him that. Because my thinking is, if these guys are just going to chase us meaninglessly, if we could lead them into an orc camp, that might be a plan.
You could definitely do something like that.
Because we
Yeah,
could
I think it's the
run
only-
and then hide, and then they'll just hopefully carry on, in the general direction. Let them
I think
blunder
it's-
into orcs.
The only thing we can do because we can't leave any other way.
Well, that's the problem. Is there's so many of them that if we stand and fight, if it was like 10 people, I'd be fine. But considering there's like 20 to 40 of them, and they've got mages and crossbow bolts and everything, it's crossbows. It seems a bit foolhardy. But just running is not going to work. Just generally running forever is not going to be really a plan.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys can try and hold them in combat until Kolvar gets here. It's maybe an idea. Speaking of, Elros is down. Enemies start reaching the edge of the tree line. You guys are probably about 20, 30 feet into the tree line now yourselves. Mackleby, what would you like to do?
Eldritch blast some trees to either knock them down or inhibit them.
Okay, roll damage for me against the tree, and roll one hit for me to see how well you can position the said blast.
Fuck this game. All right. Let's see. 19. That's a 25.
25. All right. You easily pick out a tree, knowing that your magic is faded for some reason. You, instead of picking out a tree, look at a thick branch overhead, and then instead blast that off the side of the tree, dropping it down on the first rank as they come running in. The branch itself knocking 3 of them prone, knocking them to the ground as they come running in. Is there anything else you would like to do for your turn?
Bonus action dash to get farther away from them.
Okay. Enemies gonna move in deeper, slowing down now. Weary, knowing that you guys just used magic at them, trying to form up properly. And that one just goes spinning off into the fucking sunlight because of reasons.
Breakdancing.
Everybody dance now. God damn it. Okay, basically they start forming up tightly. Crossbowmen over the shoulder kind of thing. Mages following behind them. And you see several of the mages hold their staffs out in a ready position. Kolvar, what are you doing?
Continuing to move west.
Okay, make stealth check for me, please.
We.
Please roll good.
So that's 13.
Okay, managed to make it some more. Alright, Burke. You see 3 of the men are down in the dirt and mud. A heavy tree branch having been blasted loose by Mackleby to fall down on them. And the others have crossbowmen covering them, and they're coming into the tree line to come and get you out. What are you doing?
How far am I away from them?
At the moment, 20, 30 feet.
Do they see me?
You can hunker down behind a tree if you want. I mean, they know you're here, but it's dark and misty. You hide behind a tree, they probably won't notice you until they're right on top of you.
I'm thinking about using my whip to pull them closer to us so you fuck them up.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll
So-
use my first action as a whip to whip them towards us.
Alright, so Thorn Whip, right?
Yep.
And you have to make a ranged spell attack with that, doesn't it?
Yep.
Wait, I just realized something.
What did you do?
Well, my familiar, it was always with me.
20.
Couldn't that wake me up?
Maybe. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, cool. You make a thorn whip, striking out at the man closest to you, coiling it around his leg and pulling him towards you. Let's see, make an opposed strength check and see if he can resist. What's the spell DC, Ian?
My spell DC is
It's normally your charisma plus 8.
it's 11.
11, okay. He manages to keep his feet. The thorns piercing into his side are all damage for me. It's 1d6.
Oh,
2. You manage to yank him 10 feet. Him stumbling forward,
That's
resisting with every
2 dice because
level 3. Alright.
so 8.
No. 8. Okay, you see large gashes getting ripped into his leg as he stumbles and strains against this whip. And you see them shout and point to the location where you cast the spell from. Druss, what are you doing?
What I want to do, how far are those mages away?
They're behind the back line. They're about 40 feet from you guys.
Is that far enough for me to throw my axe?
There's no strength
don't-
check with Thorn Whip. They
Sorry?
just come to me, I think.
Yeah, you did move them 10 feet. I don't think you can throw a thrown weapon 40 feet.
Oh, it's
Not
30
mistaken.
feet. It's 30 feet the range. But you said he was like 20, 25 feet from
You can pull him up to 10 feet closer to you. The
Yeah.
range is 30 feet away,
Yeah.
but you pull the target 10 feet.
Yeah,
is what you
so now he's 15 feet
20
from
fine. Yeah, 20. Yeah, say basically 10 feet away from you. Yeah, if you want to hit one of the mages, Matt, I don't think you can throw an axe 40 feet. That's a little bit on the far end. I mean, even dagger is the max range of 30 feet.
So is this
for, like dagger throwing?
archer I just pulled towards me, or
It's one of the knights. The knights are basically advancing fanned out in front of the normal guys, and then the archers are in the middle, and the mages are behind that.
Okay, how far away are the archers?
Archers from you guys, say 35 feet.
So I wouldn't be able to hit them either.
It'll be. I mean, you could definitely attempt it, but it's going to be really hard. Bear in mind it's raining as well, and it's misty.
Well,
Where are
my
the,
other option is to just hide. So
Yeah, where are the mages?
At the back.
They're at the back, like at the edge of the tree line, behind the other 2 rows of guys, basically covering magic.
well, I'm just going to pop out and throw my axe at one of the guys lying on the floor.
All right. Make a fuck. I think it's a dex-based attack. Then I don't think it's strength-based. Make it a ranged attack roll for me.
Does he have
think it's
advantage
strength.
because the guy's prone?
Sure.
Sorry, what is that advantage or not?
Yeah, let's add the advantage on.
Wow.
Nice, good job.
Well, if it's so, is this a strength or a dex-based thing?
It's dex-based.
Hmm.
Although, fuck it, I'd say it's an axe. It's not like you're doing this finesse-wise. Just do strength-based for it.
Yay! Then it's 14.
All right. Axe thunk into the mud next to him. Misses.
That's fine. Then I'm just going to hunker out down where no one can behind cover.
Alrighty. So
With my axe
that's
magically
just-
back in my hands.
Nope. Elros, do you have an axe of returning?
I have gone to some training and returning.
Ah, son of a bitch! That's pretty
Ooh,
badass.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Elros is down. Elros, so you have a familiar, you said.
Yes.
Okay. And your familiar would take independent action of you, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I have been telling him to do. He's been up until this point. From my understanding, he's a fucking different person.
So how's he
It's
gonna
like-
wake you up?
I don't know.
Isn't he poisonous?
He is a poison snake, but poison snakes can control if they poison something or don't.
All right. So you want him to like bite you away, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. He takes a nibble
Waking
out of
up,
you.
bitten on the dick. Ah,
Ah, not the dick.
You take 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Does he
That's
bite
like
you?
1 point away from not going unconscious because of bleeding.
You wake up. You're
And what's
currently
the-
swaying side to side. You cannot
Okay.
hear anything. It's completely black. Your eyes. Something is covering your face. Maybe a thick
Okay.
bag or blanket of some kind. You have a gag in
I
your
mean-
mouth. Your hands are tied to what feels like a pole or a rod of some kind, and you're currently bouncing up and down, trussed up like a chicken, getting carried somewhere.
Damn, being so prepared. Well, that was pointless.
Is there anything you would like to do?
I mean, at this point, not really, because I can hear stuff, right? They
Yep. It's my fault, but you can hear it.
Okay, so can't really do any. So my legs and everything is bound, right? That's
Yeah,
my
you're
arms.
basically like. So if there was a rod, you basically hanging from the rod like that, tied to it.
Okay. Not at the moment. I mean, not a lot I can do. I can't really.
Try to
cast
focus your
anything.
will into using that rod as a magical channeling device. An exploration.
All right. Mackleby. Enemies are advancing slowly into the tree line.
Try
Looking around
to
carefully.
pick out trees to fall on the mages.
All right. The mages appear to be hanging back at the moment. They haven't moved into the tree line as deep as the other guys. They're just kind of like standing at the edge.
if we take out these warriors and the guys, I can charge the mages because I've got that shield of reflecting, which means I might be able to, negate all of their spells. But then we can all charge them together. But we first have to take out these guys in the front,
Okay.
which is an idea.
Better
You
than anything
might,
I've got.
I don't know. These guys are moving forward, and if the mages are staying behind, they might move outside of the area of negation or whatever. And if they do, your Eldritch Blast is going to make short work of a whole lot of random swordsmen.
Yeah. Well, let me do this. Let me shoot at one of the guys in front to test the range of the mage's negation, and I will use my second bolt to hit a tree next to them to kind of fall on some people.
All right. Roll to hit for both.
It's an 8. Hopefully for the
We'll just say
tree.
that's for the tree, because, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck,
Another
man!
four.
Another 4. What's
This
the...
is just getting frustrating.
Copy that
uh,
dice and delete it. Get
Just
yourself a
fucking
new one.
kill it.
That
There's
would be a
digital dice.
Sorry,
Yeah,
so
we're-
was
we're
it for
just
the
getting-
second roll?
I'm just getting
Yeah, I've
fucked
gotten rid of the dice.
rolls.
Okay. Eldritch Blast lashes out, slams into the tree, but unfortunately, this tree is not as rotten as the previous one and stands its ground for now. A little bit of extra force will bring it toppling down. The other one goes curving, and your aim is just a little bit off, and you actually put the blast right to the right of the guy, missing him completely, and you see him actually duck down as if he thought he was going to get hit before looking back up and grinning at you as they start closing in for the kill. Holvar,
Hi.
you come out of the tree line next to a very dead enemy scout. You see 3 mages with their backs to your right in the to your left in the
Go all
distance.
Scarface on them, Holvar.
Can I drag the dead guy into the bushes and steal his clothes?
Sure.
I'd like to do that.
All right. So you spend your turn rearming and getting dressed and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get to you next turn. All right. Burke, you're still waiting for the enemies to get close, right?
Well, I grabbed that I was laying down 10 feet closer to me, so.
Okay.
Yes.
You drag one of them up to the tree where you're sitting.
And I scream at him, "Who are you and what do
How is
you
your mirror?
want?"
Who are you? What do you want?
Wow.
Um,
No,
Who is your
barbarian.
daddy and what
Are
does
you a
he
barbarian?
do?
The man's response is to slash down with his sword, severing the vine holding him in place.
See, for a second I thought you were going to say his other fingers.
These guys would have got up by now.
I grapple him down.
Alrighty, so you dive him down. How does your grapple check work? Is that just an athletics check or what?
When I want to grapple a creature or wrestle with it, you can use an attack action to make a special melee attack a grapple. If you're going to make a blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so make your special melee attack. Let's get this done for the evening. And it's a 4.
No, it's
This
a
is-
6. Plus
plus
strength.
7. Isn't it?
Yep.
So it's what, 13, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. Man manages to nimbly dodge aside as you make a grab for him. Alrighty. Second attack? Are you going to try and do the same, or what are you doing?
Nah, I'll just take my hammer and smash his head.
Okay, go for it.
That's him, by the way.
Shame. Random guy.
17 plus 7, so 24.
Definitely hit. Roll damage.
This is the 8 one, right?
No, it's the one that looks like pyramids. Just take 2 of these. You know, you can just press R. I think a lot of your guys' grief is coming from not just pressing R to roll the things.
No, I'm pressing
That's what
R.
I do.
I've been
I'm
having
I've been
bad.
doing R. It doesn't matter. They all
Plus
suck.
4.
Alrighty. So with the thorn whip damage from before, wham! Hammer slams down into his skull. Man crumples like wet tissue paper, going down. Alrighty. Okay. Ein's turn. Trust. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just gonna peekaboo around the corner again and throw my axe at the closest swordsman.
By the way,
What?
is there anybody close to me?
Mackleby and Trust are close to you.
Enemy.
Not immediately in front of you.
But I can see somebody, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of enemies there.
Yeah, okay,
Hello.
I'll take one of my javelins and throw them at somebody because I can do something like that because I killed the guy.
Do you
Is
get to
that-
make another melee attack or what?
Just melee attack or just attack. Let me check.
I'm masking. Sorry, what do you... Okay, Trust, make your attack roll.
The first one is 18,
To hit. Second one.
and then my magic axe comes back to my hands, and I throw it again.
Son of a bitch. Yes, roll again.
Oh,
That's about right.
Alright, so roll the damage for the first one.
for 12.
Your first hit cleaves into somebody's arm, cutting it clean off. The second one cleaves into an unoffending tree.
Damn trees! You know what hangs around in trees? Elves!
Oh, Lord. Okay. Elros, you're still unconscious. Anything you want to do, or can I skip you?
Well, I'm not unconscious. I'm conscious, but
But I mean, you're
They
still
think
bagged
you're
and tagged.
unconscious.
well, I can actually tune myself to my familiar senses.
Okay.
Get your familiar
no,
to bite someone and poison them.
I can, but that's stupid.
Transfer
But-
your soul into it. Become a snake.
I just want to check my surrounding. It's like I'm probably being carried, but I want to like check how many people are around me, where am I, and I want to. If there becomes a situation where I'm like kind of left alone or with only a few people, I'll try and do something.
It looks like you're surrounded by a semicircle of 5 men. Behind them walks 2 robed figures, and to either side of you walk 2 men with crossbows, all keeping an eye on you. And it looks like they're taking you to where their horses were picketed, getting you ready for transport, so to speak.
Okay. I don't do
Alright.
anything.
Okay. You stay limp. Enemy's turn. Who's this?
That's their leader guy, I think, isn't it?
Did I actually pick a right model? I am the fucking smartest person. Okay, so they're all going to move into the tree. Get ready. The archers are going to ready their actions. Get ready to yata some folk. These guys we can delete because Thras murdered them. So these guys are moving in. And you see the mages all have their hands and staves pointed at you. Alrighty. Warriors are going to move around the tree and try and engage you guys in combat. 2 of them moving over to attack Thras, who's been chucking axes at them, and the other 2 moving around the side to engage Burk. So 2 attacks at each of you, 2 attacks apiece. 1 and a 3 does nothing. 3, nothing. 20. So, Burke, first man, lashes up with his sword to try and take your head off.
Enraged, by the way, so
Take half damage. 8, 16 plus 3. You take 19 points of damage, so half, that is what, 9. Shunk as the man slams a sword into your side, trying to bring you down. The mages at the back of the archers do not do
Weakling.
anything. Alright, so that's them done. Kolvar, you finished changing.
Good.
What are you doing?
If I step out of like the bushes, what can I see? And like, where am I?
You
in
can
reference
see
to
3
everyone
mage.
else?
Okay, if you look to the left, far to the left, you see a group of about 20 to 30 men busy carrying an unconscious form tied to a, looks like a pole towards their horses. You can see over here robed figures with their backs to you, and some archers all busy assaulting what you can only be assumed as your comrades in the trees.
Okay.
So you're pretty much like over here at the moment.
Ooh, so who am I closer to? The group carrying Elros?
You're about equidistant from them at the moment.
Okay. Now I'm gonna run out of the bush. Look over to the group carrying someone, and just shout, "They're this way! We need reinforcements!" And then run back into the bush and hide.
Make a performance check, deception check for me.
I'm so good at these.
Dance, dance.
Deception.
6.
How much wanted it?
Wow, okay. Due to the rain muffling your voice somewhat, and just glancing at your uniform at a distance, unable to see the bloodstains from your murdering, it looks like some of the men briefly confer before most of the mages split off and come running down here.
But yeah, and then I just want to move like away from where they're now running and hide.
Alright, so these guys are taking Elros over there. Okay. Ein, your turn. You're engaged currently with 2 men in melee. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do a attack on the first one, and I'm gonna use a power attack, so -5 and plus 10 damage.
Alright. Shame. If that actually connects, that's not a d20. If that actually connects, it will really fuck somebody's day up.
Please connect, Ein. Please roll well. Please don't roll a 4.
That's a 1.
That's
a 9.
no,
Or 4. That's a 4.
That's a 9.
that's actually a 16.
Yeah, but it's -5 from power attack.
That's true.
Oh.
11.
So, okay, so it's +7. It's 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay, misses. Hammer swinging past the guy's face.
And I scream at that frustration and do it again.
Okay. Make your second attack.
Wow.
Hammer slams down against the tree, force shivering up your arms. Make a strength check for me to see if you maintain your grip on the weapon. As the sheer shock from hitting the solid surface travel up your arms. You manage to maintain your grip. A deep ache traveling deep into your elbows from the sheer force you put into the poor
Didn't
offending
I
tree.
fucking break the tree? Didn't it come crashing down on the enemy?
Sure, roll damage for me.
How do I roll damage? What does?
Your normal, your 2d8 plus whatever bonuses, plus 10 plus your strength and all that jazz. Everything you would have rolled against that poor guardsman. So that's 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 4 is 24, right?
Yeah.
Crumped.
You guys hear crack as this huge tear, a sharp flash of ice magic goes ripping through the tree you guys were using for shelter. And with an enormous groaning sound, the tree starts falling. Now I need to roll my scatter dice to see which direction it's going.
Timber! Back onto him.
The tree starts falling towards you, Burke. Coming down right on top of you
This is
Thrust.
like
Oh,
and
God.
Mackleby. And the guardsman standing closest to your right.
I'm
Thanks,
jumping
Bergie.
away.
You all took... Oh, wow. 14 points of damage as the tree comes slamming down. Most
What
of you trying to
kinda
scrabble out of the way.
damage is that?
The
Plus,
rest of you guys make dexterity saving throws for me, please, to see if you can scrabble out of the way of the tree trunk.
but I
It's
get
bludgeoning.
yeah, so it's 7 for me.
Okay.
I don't even know if I should take damage.
Nope.
Look at this. I
Because-
matrixed out of the way of that tree.
You take half damage.
Oh, glorious.
Glorious. Trashy, unfortunately, you take the full 14 points of damage. Wham! As the tree falls down,
Sorry.
almost dragging you off your feet.
I have to roll to see if I can
Slap.
maintain my concentration. So what do I need to do?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Wouldn't Trashy be unnaturally fast to dodge that shit with that spell of his?
Yay!
Yay! Okay, you maintain concentration. What are you concentrating for anyway?
The expeditious retreat.
Ah, excellent. Alrighty, let's see if the poor other guy. Okay, well, never mind. He rolls a 1. The tree squelches him.
Squelch.
Alright, dead. Alrighty, you guys are now in the midst of a bunch of muddy water that's been kicked up, forming a horrible, horrible stew combined with the mist and the rain around you, making it hard to see, hard to breathe as the enemies close in from all sides. Druss, you're currently engaged with one person in combat because one of them got squelched.
Yay.
Okay, so that's Ein. Druss, what are you doing? I'm assuming you're
My
trying to murder the
murder
guy
arm.
closest to you.
Hit him
Okay.
once. For 15.
15.
It's just a strength bonus. Hey, it's not the same. It's just the strength bonus to attacks.
Oh, it's your attack roll,
Yeah.
whatever your attack roll is. It's your
15.
proficiency plus your strength plus your d20.
Oh, crap. Okay, 18.
Okay, wham! Weapon slams into him. Roll for your second attack.
Next one is 19.
19. Both hit attacks hit. Roll for damage for both, please.
15
Back.
and 15.
Good lord. Okay, you just fucking take the guy's head off like a rotten melon. Just completely just destroy him. He doesn't even have a chance in close combat against you. Alrighty. In response, the 2 archers both fire a set of bolts at you. Wow, and roll a 6 and a 6. The archer, the other mages at the back are all now finally seeing line of sight. You're going to use their actions they've been holding, and you see lances of fire come spiraling out from the staves that they're holding, slamming at you. 3, 4, 5 per mage, all coming at you like ravenous snakes, flowing towards you. So, first mage's attacks.
What levels are those?
Those are ray attacks, and yes, you can bounce them.
Yeah.
But you need to make a save or something, right?
a D10 dex save.
Uh-huh. Okay.
When I bounce them back, will it bounce back and hit them?
You can angle it, yeah, if you roll well enough.
Oh, let's see how it goes. How many?
But-
Let's see how many times I have to roll for this.
Well, first we have to see if they hit. So the first guy rolls a 5, a 5, a 4, a 3, and an 18. So only one of those actually hits you from the first one. Second guy,
That's a lot of
Lord.
spells.
Jesus Christ, rolls an 8, a 4, 5, a 16, and a 17. So that's 3 hits so far. And that's a miss, and a miss, and a hit, and a hit. Okay, so that's 4. Yeah, I got 4 hits out of 15 fucking hits. How's that? Okay, so you need to make a 4 dex saves for me.
So the first one hit. The first one is 14 because I get a -1. So
Okay, you can reflect that back. Next one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That one is reflected back so hard.
Yep, next one.
Does he? If he rolls a nat 20, does that mean he gets to crit?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I will allow it in this particular case because that's pretty fucking ridiculous. 2
And then
20s
that
in a
one
row. No, that's a 6,
That's a
isn't it?
9 minus 1, so it's 8. So
Okay, so you fail that one. Okay, so one
Bounce-
penetrates through. Alright, so one of them actually manages to penetrate your shield,
yeah.
singeing off a good chunk of the remainder of your acid-spotted beard, dealing 8 points of fire damage to you. The other 3 are promptly
That just
bounced
makes me
back.
angry because I've got so little beard left. I'm just like,
At which target do you want to hit in the remaining 3 beams back at? The one closest to you.
Does someone look the most important?
This guy over here is the one that you saw that they all referred to as their leader earlier.
Then I want to bounce all 3 back into his face.
Okay,
Let's see how much he likes not having a beard.
so that's 6, 5 is 11 plus 4 is 15 points of fire damage that he takes.
Which one?
Alrighty. You see him actually bring up his arm suddenly in surprise as the beams just bounce off of the shield and just reflect straight back at him, barely touching you. Okay, so that's the mage's turn. The rangers have gone. The remainder of the fighters are going to close in, try and make a good job trying to kill Burke. Each of them makes their attacks. Burke, armor class.
16.
16. First one's a hit, second one's a miss, third one's a 1. And another 1. Wow, that guy's fucked. Okay, so first guy, wham, slams his axe into you, Burge. The 7 points of damage. Bringing
7
it in low.
points, so 3
3
from me.
halved. Other one, boom, slams at you, but the slick rain makes his axe slip, and it actually goes tumbling out of his hand to the ground. And he grimaces and pulls out a short dagger and closes in to do some more work. Okay, both those guys have missed. Jukta is going to move in here, seeing a fellow dwarf. You see him draw his longsword, dive forward very nimbly, unexpected, makes 2 attacks against you, Druss. First attack is 28. Second attack, 23. Shoot, shoot. Tries to get 2 cuts in as best he can against you. And then it's just roll damage quickly. 7 and 11. You take 18 points of damage as his sword flicks out, drawing 2 long cuts over your chest and arm. Even as the body falls away from Burke that Burke was busy fighting. So that's Jukta done. Backleby, what are you doing?
You're actually taking part in the fight, Polvar.
What?
I'm just asking, it would be nice if you, I don't know, seeing you're behind them actually did something.
I'm going to, of course, not be next to anybody. And which of the mages? I'm going to shoot Eldritch Blast at one of the mage that's on fire.
That one closest to you is a bit singed, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use that with force, as well as use my second bolt to take a pot shot at the dwarf that's engaged with Druss.
Alright, make your 2 attack rolls. As you cast, mage in the back makes an almost flicking motion in your direction, and you feel the magic just drip from your hands, suddenly gone.
Oh, fucking... Oh, what's the goddamn
counter magic.
point? What's the goddamn point? So, okay.
They have counter spells. Alrighty.
Yeah, I just run home. Keep running. Always do.
Okay,
Because I
these 2
can't
guys
do
both
it
going to take
without
swings
doing
at
it.
Burke.
Again?
That's, yeah. The one with his dagger and the other one with his axe. That's a 23 and a 19. Assuming those are hits. Yay or nay?
16.
Okay, dagger deals a mighty 7 points of damage to you.
So
And
3.
the axe, yeah, you just have the stuff, dude. I just work it out. And then the other one, where's my d8? Here it is. Deals a mighty 5 points of damage to you as they flick in their weapons trying to get to you. The 2 crossbowmen both fire at Druss. No, at Backleby. Druss is currently fighting the leader and they don't want to hit him. Oh,
I'm in cover.
yeah, you are. So that's why you get AC bonuses. What's your armor class?
Well,
12, so plus 2 from light cover, so put you at 14.
behind us.
One,
Great.
one misses, 1 hit, and you take a mighty 5 points of damage as a crossbow bolt thunk slams into you. Okay, that's those guys done. Mages. What are the mages going to do? Mages. Gonna target somebody that's not Druss, seeing how wonderfully effective that shield of his was. First 2 raise their hands. You guys see blue fire dripping from their hands. I would like all of you to make a willpower saving throw for me, please. Sorry, I need some d8 quickly.
15.
I'll just steal those.
So it's not
Is that wisdom?
16.
Yes, wisdom saving throws. Sorry, I'm still used to causing them.
16 for my
10 for me.
Alrighty, so let's have a look here quickly. Remaining hit points. Mackleby, how many points have you got left?
9.
9. Dras?
17.
17. Okay, Colvar's not there. Burke, how many points have you got left?
Hit points?
Yep.
29.
29. All right. Maggleby, what did you roll for your willpower saving throw?
14.
14. Bam, you're down. You just pass out immediately, falling to the ground unconscious.
Yeah, that's fun.
Druss, how much you say? How much you roll for our saving throw?
10.
10. Boom, you're down. Asleep like a little Betty. Burke, you look around. What's your willpower saving throw?
16.
16. You look around. What the hell? Like both of your mates have just fallen asleep.
How do they have line of sight? I'm so far away.
20-foot spell range, yo.
50-foot movement per turn, yo.
If only we
go
had an
into
elf
a
helping us, we might
frenzy
have
then.
killed these mages by now.
The other one flicks his finger and casts at you. How much HP have you got? 29. How much did you roll? 8 plus 2 is 10, 13, 15, 16, 17. Okay, not enough. You feel sleep spell slam into you, Burke, but your robust physique is just too much for it, and you manage to maintain your consciousness.
I go into a frenzy when I feel that attempt.
All right. That's the enemy's done. Kolwar, what are you doing?
Hello. So I can see these group of mages being all magula over there, yeah?
Yeah, you're just seeing them slinging magic into the tree line at the moment.
Then I'm gonna hide in a bush to try and make it so they don't see where these shots are coming from. Say a quick prayer. Oh, Woden, please give me some luck to hit these motherfuckers. And then I'm gonna take one shot at that one and one shot at the second one.
All right, make your 2 ranged attacks. You do realize there's another group that you already called closer that's probably going to see your shots, right?
I don't know. I hope not, because it's rainy, and my crossbow bolts
Yep.
are very grey and metally, much like rain. So
Mhm.
that's a 20. And
That's a hit.
A 20.
Holy shit. Okay, that's both hits. Roll damage for each person. Is sleep a concentration spell? That's a good question.
No, that's the wrong sheet.
I'm hoping so.
So,
I'm checking now.
That's 8 for the first one.
Nope.
And 11 for the second one.
8 and 11.
8 and 11.
Alrighty. Thunk, thunk. Crossbow bolt slam into their back, staggering them, and you see them start looking around. You pulling your head back into the brush. Their mates see nothing because they rolled a 2. Because they're a bunch of fucking potatoes. Roll stealth for me, please. Pretty much as long as you don't roll a 2, you'll be fine. Or a 1.
He rolls a 2.
No, so 15,
9.
16.
It's good. Okay, so those guys are there. Okay, so we could skip Mackleby. Jukta is going to ignore the 2 fallen enemies to engage Burke.
Don't I get like now? So I have
No,
no
if you're-
chance of waking up because
If you take damage, if you wake naturally, if you uses an action to shake you, then you wake up.
Wouldn't being pelted by freezing rain and all the noise be something that would wake you up naturally?
Unfortunately, in this case, you're unconscious. So it's like it's not just sleep; it's like actual unconscious.
It's not real
Actually, I
rain, it's
think
illusion
it's
rain.
like after 8 hours or something.
Mackleby is so useless.
Okay, Burke.
Yep.
Jukta moves in.
So
Fight
I'm
you.
frenzied now, so I have an extra attack.
That's fine. Jukta gets to go first, though. Because you're further down initiative, you barbarian.
I
Righty,
have a
first
full
attack.
Q.
No, you
Should
don't. You
go
drop
up.
way down, remember, at the start when you
Yeah.
held your initiative. It permanently moves you down for the
Yeah,
rest of the
you've been
combat.
after me since, like,
Jesus Christ.
super early.
Okay, first attack, 19. Second attack, 22. Third attack, 15.
About 2 hits.
2 hits, alright. So, first attack, 3 damage. Second attack, 7 damage. And third attack doesn't connect.
So,
Then he's going to flick his fingers and suddenly blurs. There are 5 copies of him surrounding you at the moment.
Holy moly, he's a magic using dwarf. He's an aberration.
Aberration.
Your
Can't I
turn.
just wake due to the raid just knowing that he's a magic using dwarf?
Maybe if you'd known beforehand. Berkey, your turn. You've got 3 attacks around. Go for it.
I attack.
There are 5
Fuck
copies
it.
currently surrounding you.
If I touch the copy, does it disappear?
I don't know. You're not a mage. You're Burke.
Spin to
Yes.
win.
Yeah, just fucking flail.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flail.
Okay, make your attacks, mate.
Don't you
First
miss
one.
clean. Kill one copy.
Jesus Christ.
Automatically just hit all the copies.
He's so angry.
15.
That's a miss.
17.
That's a hit. Now we roll a d20 to see if you hit one of the right copies. Let's see if it roll 6 or higher to change the target to a duplicate. Okay, so I roll 19. One of the duplicates disappears, leaving 4 people surrounding you.
I
Alrighty.
scream at them more. Call him a little bitch.
Wow, that's really, really mean. Okay, that's okay. Alros is out. Druss is out. Kolvar. Kolvar, what is Kolvar doing?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to reload, and then I'm gonna take 2 more shots at those 2 mages again.
Oh, Ross, don't you want to send your snake over to bite me on the ankle?
It's really far away. Plus,
Ah.
I can only command it to go 100 feet.
I guess I don't hit with an 8.
No,
Okay.
Fortunately
second
not.
one- 14?
Mage reaches up and makes a little half dome of blue light around him. Crossbow bolt breaks on it.
Piece of shit.
Shield spell. Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, Kolvar. The enemies. Do not spot
Nothing's
your crossbow
changed in
bolts
my
because I can't roll
situation.
higher than a 3.
Yay! The curse
There are
has been passed
slightly less
on.
people. There's slightly less people around you now. Only the 5 warriors and one of the mages remains, along with
Oh,
No,
but yeah,
to
but
keep
yeah,
eye over you.
that's what I meant. They're just.
You're
Okay,
currently
so
over
they
the
aren't
back
moving?
of a. You're currently over the back of a pair of horses, just kind of like slung between them, hanging
Okay, so
from the
they're
pole.
just keeping watch and not moving.
Yeah, they're not doing anything else at the moment.
Wait,
All right.
wait, hang on. I'm on the back of the horses.
There's like 2 horses, and the pole you're on is slung between them.
Is anybody on the horses?
No, but there are people at the reins of the horses.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to see if I can make my snake bite the ass of like one of the horses and make it like, or maybe
You can-
both of them somehow.
You could try. I mean,
You
just
could
'cause you're
certainly
at the range
try.
of the horse doesn't mean that you're instantly going to be able to get it to calm down.
Snake
Especially if
is
there's a
trapped.
snake
Okay,
biting
sure.
its ass.
You're gonna see if this works. Just like have the snake bite one of them, so it doesn't fall off me though. But
Okay, your snake crawls out of your sleeve, up around the pole, coiling over to the horse. I would like for you to make a stealth check to see if anybody notices the serpent, since they're
What?
keeping quite tight watch on you. Your snake does have a stealth skill, so I'm assuming it's going to roll pretty well.
well, whatever the skill is, I don't actually know.
6. Tiny Viper should be in the monster manual. I think it's like +7 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Let's see if anybody notices. And a 2! Wow, these guys are like really unobservant. Okay, your snake makes its way carefully over to the rump of the pack animal. What do you want to do?
I mean, it'll probably just. Let's see. Maybe one of the horses going insane will make the other horse also go insane. So bite it.
Yeah, horses panic. Fear not.
Okay,
Get to the trumpet.
snake
Try
bites
it.
down,
Mhm.
dealing 3 points of damage. And the horse fails his constitution saving throw. Becomes poisoned, poor animal. Immediately bucks, going wild. Your men start shouting around you as they try and regain control of the animal. Let's see, opposed strength saving throws. I think horse is going. So, the guy rolled a 1, the horse rolled a 3. It's like a retard fight going on here. Like, this is just dumb. The horse rips free from the reins. You go plummeting off the side to the ground, landing with a soft whack in the mud, scattering mud and water everywhere. And there are just people running around now trying to get this horse to calm down. It's foaming slightly at the mouth, kicking out randomly at every direction. That guy takes a hoof to the face, goes down.
Is
and it
anybody
takes them a
keeping
few
watch
minutes.
of me?
At the moment, nobody's looking at you, no.
Okay, can the snake bite? Actually, no. Maybe have the snake like bite the rope off, and how quickly can I like basically have the snake free my hands?
It's
And
gonna
get,
take
like,
a while.
the-
I mean, snakes don't
Okay.
exactly have incisors to like
True.
chew
Oh, well.
through things. More into the swallowing hole after poisoning them kind of thing. I mean, he can
True.
do it, but it's definitely going to take him a while. So if you wanted to get going on that, you know, you
I'll
might be
have him
discovered.
start going on that, hopefully they're still going to be distracted by the horse by the time he's done. Because I want to be able to do free my hands, get rid of the hood and the thing that's blocking my mouth, and then cast invisibility on myself and just go. Because I mean, I don't need to get rid of this thing. I can just as long as because even if the stick is on me, it still goes invisible. And I can try I don't know, crawl away.
All right. Okay, so that's Elros done. Kolvar, you shot people in the back. Burke, you're fighting Jukta. What you do?
Burke, don't you want to just stroll over and kick me in the stomach or something?
I can't do that. I'm fighting. I'm getting slaughtered here. I didn't even know where you are.
It's like,
He's right
like
next to you.
Burke. Collapse.
Oh,
I'm on the floor asleep next to you, Burke.
Would it count as an attack if I moved, so I step
Yep.
over him, so I actually step on him?
If you step on him,
Just kick him.
No,
Pretty much.
that would count as an attack. I'm trying to do it without using my attack.
it would probably provoke an attack of opportunity, but yes, you can try and step on him.
Use your movement to stand on him.
Just fucking 2 kicks. Just use up 2 of your attacks to wake up 2 of your party members. And it's usually
Bear in
attack to
mind,
attack.
bear in mind, you're frenzied at the moment. You're not coherent. You're not thinking. You're
you
not
really
strategizing.
want me to
That's
hit you
true.
guys?
Okay, well,
I'm just
Whatever.
mentioning, Berg is not a very sane individual at the moment. He's frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, I'm kind of frothing.
It
very
is
much.
mud and shit and blood and stabbing as far as Berg is
I'm
concerned.
gonna smash the guy in front of me. That's the most logical thing Burke would do. I'm sorry, but this is what
it's
Burke would
fine, it's
do.
fine. It makes sense. Well, as much
Just
sense
attack.
as
Another
an insane
4.
man can.
Jesus
Another
Christ.
4! Holy fuck!
Because
that's-
11.
4 is old strong.
I'm at 20.
No, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna really hurt.
I'm at 25.
That's both hits. God damn. Okay, roll them damages. So let's do the crit first. So that's gonna be 4d8 for the damage for the one.
Crit.
If crit doubles all the dice. So roll 4d8 and then we'll add your strength bonus. 4 and a 4 and then roll again. So it's 8 points.
Nice rolls.
Jesus Christ. So it's 8 plus 8, so it's 16. Plus 7 is 25. No? 21,
No.
brain. No? 23. Jesus Christ, this game's gone on too
Plus
long.
his strength bonus.
Plus your strength bonus, it's 27 points of damage for the one hit. Okay, roll your second hit. Oh man, that's gonna be disgusting. 12
6.
plus 4. No, you don't roll again. It's only the first hit crit.
Okay.
So it's 12 plus 4 is 16. Wow.
So 16, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. First image, disappears. Second image, disappears. Leaving 1 copy extra of the dwarf remaining. So now you're just surrounded by 2 dwarfs. Right. Enemies are going to fire at you. 2 archers. Both miss because that's fucking horrible. 3 mages. That's definitely fucking hit. That's a nat 20.
Oh, bye back.
Where I need more d6s.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a frustrating week.
so the first one, Burke. Let's see. So it's a nat 20, so I double those. Okay, so it's 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 4 is 17, plus 1 is 18. What's your make a reflex saving throw for me, please?
Me.
Yeah.
So that's a reflex at 20, right?
Yeah.
Yep, d20, and then with your dexterity.
9.
Not quite. Okay, 18 points of fire damage come slamming into you as the beams connect. And then for the bonus dice from the crit, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Did I wake
12.
up?
No.
Nope. You take another 12 points of fire damage on top of that, so it's about 30 points of fire damage that you take in total.
So I'm -6, so I'm dead.
Drops you. Kolvar,
Hi.
you see the mages suddenly relax, and the archers lower their bows as they move deeper into the brush. The group running to greet them suddenly slows down as well and starts walking closer, seeing that most of the danger has passed. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna say again, like Waldem, I'm like, so some luck would be fucking amazing here. And then the group that are now frantically trying to control the retarded horses, I'm
Yes.
gonna take one shot at a random guy over there.
Okay.
So it's 14.
Mhm.
That hit.
No, it's a miss. Next one.
And I'm very quickly going to fire another one at them.
Chuk, chuk.
15.
You just have to squeeze the trigger. Miss.
Shit.
Punch arrows into the dark, and that guy totally notices.
With my movement, I'm gonna move into
Disappear
a
into
different
the
bush.
darkness. Alright. You guys are not aware of it as they truss you, bind you, bag you, take you back to the rest of the group. Most of them heading inside. Kolvar, you see them dragging the bodies of your friends. You don't know whether they're alive or dead. Bound, so probably alive. Bags over their heads. And most of them seem to be heading into the castle, setting up and getting ready to fortify for the night before they move out once the rain clears.
Where? So have they taken everybody inside?
They're basically dragging everybody inside, yeah.
Shit biscuits.
And
So
all
they
the
got the
people are
horse
busy
under
pulling
control.
back. Got the horse under control. We've got Ben still locked down. And currently 4 of the 5 party members getting dragged into the castle. And that's where we'll end for the week.
Ooh.
I have to go eat. Bye.
Boy.
Yeah, that went a bit longer than I wanted. But everything kind of fell apart when everybody ran to the 4 winds.
We had such a good plan. And then
It was
we
pretty
planned-
good.
We flushed it down